Please, someone confirm for me from YouTube and X how audible we are. Am I audible? Please, I need a confirmation. I have some people already in the room on YouTube, on X. Please confirm for me from X if you guys can hear me, please, in the comment section, please. Bessin. I'm audible. Okay, thank you very much from YouTube. Thank you. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching or you're tuned in from. You're welcome to the Emir Sirdam show. We are like 6 months late. We were here last November last year, 2025, and for some reasons we went off air, but we're back again, and hopefully we'll be here for the running. But I just want to thank every one of you that have reached out to me. Otuba, I'm going to answer all these questions. All that have reached out to me asking how far where have I been, what have been happening, and a whole lot of stuff. Thank you so much. But there's a whole lot that one can do. I can't keep myself. When I'm available, I'll be available. I'll try my best to always see that I can be out here for you guys. Let's talk about our country because it's very important that we continue to talk about this country until we get it right, and not just talk, share ideas, brainstorm proper solutions, do things that we can do to see how we can better off our society, because very, very important. We don't have any place to like home. My bro, thank you so much. All right, so if you're joining us for the first time, this is actually my first time streaming the Emir Sirdam show on Facebook. For those on Facebook watching right now, thank you for joining us. This is a weekly show. We do this every weekdays, Mondays to Wednesdays. We come out here from 10 p.m. Nigerian time till probably 12 o'clock. We spend like 2 hours maximum, depending on how interesting the conversation is. We might exceed the hours to probably early mornings, and we're done for the day. And it's an interactive show, not just me speaking. You can also request the mic if you want to speak. If you are on X listening to me, you cannot request the mic from X, unfortunately. You can only request the mic if you are on, and you can't do it on YouTube also. So if you are on TikTok or on Facebook, you can request the mic. These are the only two platforms that are available for people to request the mic and join the conversation. And today we'll be talking about the state of our nation. It's something that I'm going to bring draw back from where we stopped, which was November up until today. But also, if you know, the Violence Space, which is a sister platform that I operate, we came back last weekend on Thursday. Thank you so much, my brother, Global Politics. We came back last week Thursday, and we have already started highlighting this conversation. So we'll be back again this week Thursday. But for the interim, because of the space gap that we operate Violence Space once a week, I have to fill in these gaps. These days that I can spare this time, I will always come out here to make sure that we can do something. So Mondays to Wednesdays, catch us here every night, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. We will be sharing and talking about the state of our country vis-a-vis the trending topics and the trending political news of the times as it is. So I think I've done a whole lot of introduction in case you're joining us for the first time, right? You're welcome. So please, guys, on TikTok, all my TikTokers, you guys know how we do it on TikTok. We always have an agenda to make sure that we hit at least a minimum of 100,000 likes anytime we come out here. Why we do this is because, first and foremost, the way the algorithm on TikTok works is that when they get to see the likes and the conversation, so just don't listen to me as I'm talking. Also be using your hand and be doing things. Those that can gift, you gift. It is not compulsory. Those that can like, please like. It's compulsory. Liking is compulsory. And share, commenting, all those things makes the algorithm know that, okay, something's actually popping on this platform. And what they do is that automatically they push us up the FYP. So it is important that I emphasize on this. So please just don't be a listener that just come and listen and watch and enjoy the whole sweet talk that I'll be giving here. Please participate in helping to grow this platform. You guys know how important it is because we are actually approaching the running to the next elections, and it is important we reach as many voices as possible that we can. So if you're on other platforms listening to me right now, please Facebook us, share the live, copy the link, take it to your WhatsApp stories and post it there. Tell them that almost something serious is happening. I promise you guys on Facebook, when you jump on this live and see what we do here, you will always be a mainstay. You'll be a mainstay here. Same thing on YouTube, same thing on X. Please, guys, share the live wherever platform you're joining us from. Make sure you are sharing the live. Make sure you are reposting the live. That's the most important. That is the least you can do for us here. That is the very least you can do for us here. So please, don't just be an idle. What I call it now, just a somebody that's just watching from the stands. No, please participate in the program. So I can see that we're hitting our hundreds right now across different platforms. Hopefully, at the top of the hour, we should be doing our thousands as we always do on this platform. Please, guys, that is how we can get more into the conversation. Many people think that the Emir Sirdam show is dead and gone. It's a forgotten issue, right? But the truth of the matter is that it is not a forgotten issue. And also, if you're on X, if you're on Facebook, I see some requests already coming in. Don't worry, I'm going to open up the platform. You can request for the mic. I'm going to give and share the mic with everybody that requests for the mic today. Let's have a conversation. Today, we're talking about the state of the nation vis-a-vis the bombshell that dropped this evening, that dropped earlier on today, sorry. The letter from Babachir Lawal. If you did not read that letter, I'll be reading for you guys here. It's for me, it's like if you play Mortal Kombat, there's what they call finishing. Then you now press your escape combo. That was like a brutality, fatality finishing from Babachir Lawal today to Atiku Abubakar. But before we jump into that, I just want to one more time welcome every one of you to the platform. Thank you for joining us on this platform. Let's have a wonderful show. Let me jump into that this thing right now. Let me go and find it. Let me find the article and read it to you guys, because it is, man, oh man. I was like, are you kidding me? This is insane. Let me read it for Nigerians for you guys here right now. Probably when the other people come in and join us, they will join on the conversation. Let me find that conversation and okay, I've gotten it. All right. Babachir Lawal, in case you don't know who is Babachir Lawal is or was the Secretary General to the Federation under Buhari's first term, and he was abruptly removed from power due to what they call the grass cutter incident. You know, they had a case that they roped him inside and accused him of spending over close to 500 and something billion, I think million or billion, around that amount for grass cutting or something. So he was ousted out of power. But he's a very key figure when it comes to politics, especially northern politics, especially politics in the northwestern part of the country. And he, in 2023, he supported Peter Obi. And after 2023 elections, I don't know if they fell off or something, but he's currently not supporting anybody. He was just for the coalition, like I was for the coalition, like so many well-meaning Nigerians were for the coalition. If you had always listened to what I always say on my platforms, I was like, I'm for the coalition if the coalition produce a sensible candidate. I was never against the coalition in 2015. The problem I had with the coalition in 2015 was the production of the coalition. If the production of the coalition of 2015 was a candidate that I could resonate with, I would have supported it. But seeing the product, which was Buhari, knowing his past antecedents, knowing that everything that happened in the country, the first recession Nigeria ever entered in 1980s was under Buhari, knowing fully well that historically so many things were said that happened bad under Buhari in the first term. Actually, there was a time that Nigerians were actually lining up, queuing in the queue to buy common house products. My chairman, Chukwumeri J, it's good to have you on the platform. Thank you so much. It was the first time ever that Nigeria, please, Chukwumeri J, please help me share my life. Let me get more people into the conversation. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It was the first time ever that Nigeria entered the recession. And seeing the whole trajectory of the man called Buhari, that all throughout his time out of being a military head of state. Thank you so much. He never improved himself. You cannot say that Buhari, after leaving office, went to any school, did something to improve himself. There was no improvement. He was just in and out of politics, in and out of offices. He served under Abacha, the PTF Trust Fund. He was in charge of it. There was nothing spectacular about Buhari. And I think that he had just a serious quest to want to become president. I questioned it. So when I saw the gathering of politicians coming together for the coalition in 2015 and saying, okay, they want to bring in and produce a candidate called Buhari, I had a problem with it. And I was younger then. I did not actually have a voice or a platform to speak about it, but my circle of friends knew that I was against it. And that's why I did not support it. So when this coalition happened this time, I was in support of it on the condition that the coalition produces a candidate that is, first of all, understand the times that we're in. One. Secondly, understand that it is not about the coalition, but about Nigeria. Two. And thirdly, I was also an open-minded person in the coalition, meaning that even if the coalition produces someone that I do not necessarily want or like, I can find a way to work towards it, because for me, in my own opinion, I believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the worst thing to happen to Nigeria. Historical fact is proving it. Current fact is proving it, and future fact will prove it, that there's nothing that can be worse than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I studied this man in Lagos. I studied his trajectory in Lagos, the kind of person, the kind of politics he plays. What he exemplifies is not what the country needs. It's not what can grow democracy. With Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what is guaranteed is that we're going to have a stifling of our democracy. We cannot say that we move from point A to point B. Instead, you say that we move from point D down to point B. To point A. There's going to always be a descending order when it comes to democracy with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's not someone that operates in a democratic line. He's an autocratic kind of leader. He's someone that it's either his way or the highway. So that's exactly what he did in Lagos State. So I seeing it and understanding that 2027 has to be a very important period in Nigeria. And for Nigerians to first of all understand what's at stake. Because many people don't understand what is at stake. If we understand what is at stake as a country, everybody will be ready to sacrifice everything they have. Their ambitions, every single thing you must put it on the line, understanding that Bola Ahmed Tinubu must go. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not someone that you allow consolidate power. If we make that mistake in 2027, if we make that mistake, I'm saying I might sound like a doomsday prophet, and it's important Nigerians understand. I wish, most times when I speak, I feel, and I wish that I was talking to like 200 million Nigerians, so that if we make the mistake, nobody will say I did not hear. You will not have that excuse of saying, I did not know, I was not informed. That is one of the biggest challenges I have. That's why every time I come on my space, I'm like asking people, please share this live. I want to get as many people into this room so they can understand what I'm saying. And I'm 100% in my heart certain that I'm not wrong. Because in 2022, when we started speaking out, when we started telling Nigerians about this man called Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for us that have studied his trajectory, his antecedents in Lagos, I was screaming and I was saying, if we allow this man in 2022 gets power by hook or by crook, Nigeria will be worse off for it. And everything we predicted, if you're on my platforms on the violence space in 2022, everything we predicted then is what is happening now. There's nothing that he will say then, from the prices to lifestyle, to even prediction of all this insecurity happening in the southwest and other parts of the country. Now, we said these things. And I'm saying it right now for Nigerians to understand that going into 2027, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu consolidate power by hook or by crook, Nigeria is doomed. Nigeria is doomed. It's literally doomed. We will never have a taste of democracy anymore. Nigerians will never understand what it means to elect their leaders anymore. We will never be able to. That is, for me, is the most painful part of democracy, because I can choose to vote in a stupid leader. We can choose to play foolishness with our vote. We can choose to remain a stupid set of people for decades or upon decades upon decades. That's not the problem. There's consequences of the choices you make as a people. If we choose to elect stupid leaders, we have stupid. We're expected to collect stupid decisions on these leaders. That is not the problem for me. The problem I have is whereby you elect not just a stupid leader, but a stupid leader that does not understand or have the capability to govern and is not willing to go. Obasanjo came and went. Later Adua went. Jonathan came and said that his ambition is not worth the blood of anyone. Buhari, with all his violence, with all his wickedness and everything, he came and he left. Tinubu is like cancer. I say this every single time for people to understand who Tinubu is. Tinubu is like cancer. Tinubu does not come and go. Tinubu comes and he leeches on you. He leeches on the system. He makes sure that he becomes the system itself, so that every other thing around him operates within that system. And when I'm saying this now, you might feel like, oh, what is this boy saying? Am I sounding or am I saying something out of the ordinary? No, I'm saying something that if you do your own, I don't want you to say do your own investigation. It is a fact based on where he's coming from in Lagos State. So let me just take you guys back a little bit in our recent past. That in 1999, I repeat this story every time I get an opportunity to speak to Nigerians, for Nigerians to understand context. In 1999, 36 people came out and vied to be governors in their states. 36 people. In 1999, that was the return of democracy. In 1999. Of that 36 people, 26 years later, as we speak today, no one of them can single-handedly come out and say, the next governor in my state, I will decide that person. Only one person. And consistently, that person has been doing this back to back to back. And we're not even saying that it's a state that is probably like in the Northwest, that they are massive. Let's say that the illiteracy level is very high. We're talking about a cosmopolitan state, a state that has well-intelligent business class people. Such a state, one man, Colombia State, stifled opposition that today Lagos has no opposition for the past 26 years. So what you see him doing in the federal right now is actually a microcosm of what he did when he was in Lagos. He's not extrapolating it right now across the world, across the country in general. He came into Lagos and he took power from everybody and made Lagos his personal property. He owned everything. And like someone is asking me, is Lagos working? Lagos was working before Bola Tinubu became president, became governor. Lagos was actually, because that's one of the revisionism that they always do. They try to paint it like, oh, he came and made Lagos. Tinubu in all the history of Lagos was the worst governor in Lagos. In 8 years, Tinubu did not build one bridge in Lagos. One bridge in Lagos in 8 years. Tinubu did not build one 10-kilometer road in Lagos in 8 years. He did not build one school in Lagos in 8 years. All I'm saying right now, you can fact check me. What they will tell you he did was he brought in LASMA, he brought in BRT, and he increased the IGR. IGR at the moment that he increased, Tinubu was leaving Lagos. He left Lagos as a governor. He left Lagos indebted to over $1 billion in debt, with no visible project assigned to his name in 8 years. But they come and they tell you that he's the one that built Lagos today. So the man, one thing I've always respected him is that he understands the power of narratives. He understands the power of propaganda. He understands the power of the media. And so for so long, the Lagos-Ibadan Media Expressway has always been the one shaping this narrative for Nigerians. And that was actually what he used in deceiving the Northerners in 2022, that he built Lagos. You saw people like the El Rufai coming out and say that what he did in Lagos State is why they are going to support him. And I was laughing and I was telling some of my northern brothers, I said, Tinubu did not do anything in Lagos State. I have the facts in my hands. If anything, the best governor Lagos ever saw, apart from Fashola, was Ambode. Many of the things that they are giving him glory for today was what was done by Ambode. And they're not saying that, okay, it's him that brought Ambode. It's him that brought, like, whether you bring in a candidate now or you don't bring in a candidate, whoever emerges after you as a governor will have to do something, no matter how tangent or no matter how little it is. And Ambode was doing so much that he was outdoing what he was asked to do. They told Ambode, you'll be a one-term president, you'll be a one-term governor. The same thing that Tinubu did in Lagos is what the Obiapo Hitler we are seeing today is replicating in River State. If one man can Colombia a state like Lagos and turn it to his own fiefdom, turn it to his own kingdom, that in Tinubu, that in Lagos it is that bad that to become a councillor. People don't understand how Tinubu is in Nigeria. That's why that what I'm saying, and I'm sounding this alarm right now is for Nigerians to understand. You cannot become a councillor in Lagos today without without going to lick Tinubu's annuals one way or the other. Either you see people putting their poster with Tinubu's name and his poster underneath it like their God, or his daughter. You see it happening. That right now as we speak, people will get their tickets in their own state. They will go and look for Tinubu's daughter and and stamp picture and give her and stamp with her and show her as endorsement, or with his son Sheyi. That is a country. That is a man that rules the country like it's a kingdom. That's not democracy. Nobody elected Sheyi Tinubu. Nobody elected his wife. Nobody elected his daughter. He made his daughter Iyaloja of Lagos. He has now turned out Iyaloja of the whole Nigerian market, that she wanted to go to Benin and fight. That is the kind of family we're dealing with. A family that is so power hungry, they don't know when to stop. So that was my greatest fear in 2022. And I was telling Nigerians, Tinubu is not someone that will come in and say, okay, let me do. If Tinubu was someone that will come in and say, let him enter and do his 4 years or 8 years, as the case may be, and go, I will say, no wahala. No problem. Let him do and go. But Tinubu will not do and go. Tinubu is cancer. Tinubu will rule Nigeria till even when he's to the point that when he dies, his carcass, before he becomes president, you will go to his grave. You will go in his grave, go do incantation, come out and say the smoke from Tinubu's grave, and I endorse you. That is how bad that man is. He's a disaster to any sane society. Look at what we're seeing under him. How everything is being destroyed in the country systematically. Every institution that Tinubu met that was a little bit standing, he's destroying. It's intentional. From the education sector. Look at our education sector today. They are dumping down on the education because for Tinubu it is important that Nigerians are not sensible. One, because he thrives in an environment of fools. If you look at most of his supporters, especially those in Lagos, look at his peace supporters in Lagos. Tinubu elevated the lowest of those in the society. It's not a bad thing. I don't have a problem saying that, oh, it's good to bring up low people. No, it's not a bad thing. But what kind of people from the grassroots are you bringing up? Are you going to the grassroots to look for the people that are sensible, that are smart, that are innovative, that are wise, that are talented, to bring them up? Are those the kind of people you're elevating in society? If that's the kind of people you're elevating in society, thumbs up to you. But when the case is that you're going to the grassroots to bring up thugs, cultists, criminals, and elevate them, then there's a problem with such a person. Because if you look at what you now get is that you now build a society whereby you have created a system of riffraffs and you've elevated them to a position of power. And when you create such a system, you have created an ecosystem whereby if the young child is growing up, Egbon Adubos now scatter everywhere in Lagos, thugs everywhere in Lagos, Aberos everywhere in Lagos, everybody occupying and dominating his own area across the state. A young child of 10 years old that is going to school, is walking to school, and he's seen in his area, his street area, that they are smoking and drinking scoochies in the morning. The big boys in his area are smoking and drinking scoochies, and they pass some kind of cars around there. What is the incentive of that young child to aspire to be a great person in school? That was how Tinubu systematically destroyed the educational history in the Southwest. That's why you look at right now, see most of his supporters. Just look, when you hear a supporter speak, look at the people that are supporting. And what they call this guy? Legege Miami. Look at the quality of people that speak for this man. Just look at him, look at the man himself. You now understand the kind of country these people are trying to take us into. So for me, I say that I don't have a problem if a dictator is going to rule over Nigeria. I don't have a problem if one man will come and rule Nigeria for 20 years I don't have a problem with that. But let it be that you are a kind of a Paul Kagame kind of dictator. A kind of dictator that actually you might be a power-hungry person, but let it be that you are centered on truly transforming Nigeria. If you're such a dictator, I don't have a problem with you. But when you come in right now and you ask a Tinubu supporter, name one or two sectors in the country today that have been transformed. They will tell you Coastal Road. They will tell you Nail Fund. Then you ask yourself, Coastal Road that you're talking about right now, how many kilometers have been done? Do you know how much was invested in such a product, in that contract? The Nail Fund that you're talking about, how many people are actually benefiting from the Nail Fund? In a country of over 200 million people, and we have students in probably 10, 20 million, and in the 10, 20 million students, less than 1 or 700,000 are actually benefiting from it. You know, use it as a bragging right for a government that has borrowed more money in the space of 3 years. Tinubu has borrowed more money than Obasanjo, late Yaradua, Jonathan, and Buhari combined in 3 years. And such a man is telling you that he wants to come back again, and you're not scared of your life. If you're not scared, me, I'm scared. I'm scared for the future of the country. Our country is going to the rocks. A country whereby a man in his first term has used criminality, has used subjugation, has used everything possible, and made all the governors, apart from one or two, that he has used everything to make them, you must come over to my side of the aisle. A man, I've explained that, and I've shown you guys from Lagos, so you understand that what is happening right now is not just a one-off. This is how he operates. In Lagos, he destroyed the opposition. He destroyed the opposition. If anybody comes out to participate in Lagos politics as opposition, automatically they will turn you to be an Igbo man. And you know that he created this tribalism kind of politics, this bigotry kind of politics, whereby, you know, first of all, you know that I won't even talk about him, his wife, and everyone around, they're all bigots naturally. So you see when they talk, they're a very tribalistic set of people. So in Lagos, he created to a point whereby if you come out as an opposition candidate to Tinubu or APC in Lagos, they'll give you Igbo name. Jimmy Abaje, that his brother is the owner of GT Bank. That has, if you can trace Jimmy Abaje's history to the 20th, to the 18th century, his ancestry, you cannot see one Igbo blood in him. They turned Jimmy Abaje to Jimmy Chuku and made flyers across Lagos State. That is Tinubu for you. A classic divide and rule master. That is the master strategy they call you. You see that they are calling him. A man that he plays politics with everything. He plays politics with everything. The first time in the history of our country, whereby you see they will play same religious ticket, apart from MK Abiola time, na Tinubu. Now he do Muslim ticket. He uses to deceive the people in the north. It didn't take the north 2 months. The north see say this man no be native, this man no be Muslim, but na native doctor. Tinubu na native doctor. They see say Tinubu na heavy native doctor. They use their own hand, run, say no, we don't go do it again. No. We cannot do this anymore. And now the North has opened their eyes to see that this man is actually a disaster. What many of us were saying in 2022, that run away from this man. This man he has nothing good to offer Nigeria. Nothing you can point to in the space of 3 years right now of Tinubu that has improved in the country. Everything has gone from bad to worse. Do you understand how bad it is that Buhari is being missed in Nigeria today? Buhari is being missed in Nigeria today. That is, my man Abaso, it's good to have my brother. I mean, come up here, man. You have to understand how bad it is that Buhari is being missed in Nigeria today. Buhari, the calamity. It took this man 3 years to dismantle Buhari and show that Buhari was actually a great man. In 3 years. You're not expecting sensible Nigerians to give this man another 4 years of our lives. It is insanity. It is insanity. So I see you guys requesting the mic. Please just bear with me. I'm going to bring everybody up. You cannot keep typing in the comment section, please. If what I'm saying is, you know me. The truth is that I always trigger. I call them children of the roasted corn, right? I always trigger Tinubu supporters. Please mute your mic when you come up here, Jenny. Thank you. I always trigger them because one thing that I will always say here is the truth, and the truth is very, very bitter, and I serve it in a very potent way that whether you like it or not, you must hear it. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, you will leave. But as long as you're a Nigerian, and everything I'm saying here, you cannot counteract and say that what I'm saying is a lie. But let's circle back to Buhari. Buhari was so bad that Nigerians were praying for Buhari to leave. But Buhari was leaving and he said something. He said that I am going. But you people will miss me. And people were saying, God forbid, we will not miss you, And I was laughing and I was saying, if Tinubu gets into power, we will not only miss Buhari, we will pray for Buhari to won't come back. And it is happening in the space of 3 years. So I have a postulation that I'm going to drop very soon about why I truly believe that Tinubu actually is God sent to Nigeria. Because many people as I say right now, I might sound, what is Sirdam saying? He's God sent? Yes. Tinubu is God sent to Nigeria. That postulation, I will probably drop it within the week. So you guys understand why I said that. He's a conscience check for every Nigerian. Because we are a generation of people that we love to oppress ourselves. We're a country of I pass my neighbor generation, our generator, everything we like, we try to do for ourselves. I big pass you, I do this pass you, I get past you. We like oppressing ourselves. So a country that has been programmed in such a way is a country whereby individuals that is emerges, you will see the people that align with him and how their heart thinks, how their heart operates, how they look at this. You can gauge such individuals from how they support this man. But let's circle back to what we were saying earlier on Bola Tinubu. I want to also remind Nigerians before I open the floor, very important to understand that when governance happens, when people emerge as a candidate in any kind of political field, maybe presidency, the governors, House of Rep and everything, it is understandable, or it is required that your first term is what you'll be judged on or gauged on for it to be able to come out for his second term. But in the case of Bola Tinubu, as it is right now, we are meant to be judging him on his second term, on his first term, to see if he even warrants even saying, give me a second term. But he's asking us to give him a second term, knowing fully well that he has failed woefully in his first term. But he's not banking on me and you. As it stands right now, Bola Tinubu is banking 100% on how he came into power in 2023, which is by rigging the elections. Tinubu knows that as it stands today, he is a regional candidate. The only place that is guaranteed Tinubu may win elections in Nigeria today is only in the southwestern part of the country. And we know why. Apart from the southwestern part of the country, there is no place in Nigeria Tinubu can guarantee of getting 25% votes. There is no place. That's why he's banking on coercing the governors, getting the governors in line, bribing the ones that he can bribe, creating a city boy that turned to shitty boys, sharing rice. There is no pathway for him in the southeast, no pathway for him in the south-south, no pathway for him in the north-central, in the northwest or the northeast. So his only bank right now, the surest path for him is to rig the elections as he rigged himself in 2023. And he's banking on me and you doing nothing like we did in 2023 for him to come back in power. And that's why I came back with this show, just to tell Nigerians, the ones that I can reach out, to understand that for us to make sure and to guarantee that Tinubu is an OTP, which simply means a one-term president, which is even a sacrilege in the first way that Tinubu is actually our president. A European content creator on Instagram made a post that is running into hundreds of millions in interactions. and hundreds of thousands of comments of which country has the worst president in the world. Go and look at that post. Green, white, green everywhere. Tinubu is an epic disaster. A total shame to us as a people that we have an educated class of Nigerians that you come out and say, this man is your president. Oh my God. God help Nigeria. God help Nigeria. God help Nigeria. Well, guys, welcome back to the show. This is the Emir Sirdam show. We are back today. We went on a break. Thank you so much, my brother Dre Stones. We went on a break since November last year, but we're back. So if you're joining us for the first time, it's here we talk about the state of the nation. I'm just going to wrap up and open up the floor because I have speakers. I have speakers I'm going to bring up. If you want to request for the mic from Facebook, also you can do same. If you're on YouTube and on X and you want to join the conversation, you can always come to TikTok and meet us there. We're having serious conversations here. Today, I started the show talking about Atiku, and even though I did not even go deep into him, I was taken away by my Tinubu tangent, right? But I'm going to just circle back on Atiku, then I open up the floor. And why I had to paint this Tinubu picture for those that have forgotten where we're coming from. And my expectations was that the coalition would have understood the mission at hand. People that were won in 2022, people like El Rufai, people like Pantami, people like Malami, that were won in 2022 against this man called Bola Tinubu. We warned them and said, be careful of this man. Oh, this man will chop on our head. Be careful of this man. Oh, this man will chop on our head. They felt like we were just catching cruise. They felt like, I cannot work with. No. Yes, Nigeria have a very deep sentiment. I'm not going to hide it and say, please, when you come up, please, you mute your mic. Thank you. Nigeria have a very deep sentiment when we're talking about what has happened in the past, the whole civil war and everything. So I understand the animosity that is being shared from the north to the southeastern part of the country. So that's why many of the elite class did not want to associate with P2B in 2023. I understood that dynamics. But we're still telling them, you have to learn to look beyond the current, the past, and focus more on the current and the future of where we have to push our country to. We have to learn to understand that Nigeria is bigger than any region. And we cannot operate in isolation or operate like without needing each other. And for this to happen, there's only a set of people that always benefit from this division. And when we're saying in 2022, many people were looking at us like, what is this people saying? I beg, let's play safe. The safe option was Bola Tinubu for them. And we are seeing it today. And so when the coalition started and people like us were championing for it, we were saying, please, I was calling out to my northern brothers, I was like, please pay attention to what is happening. Do not go and sacrifice the ambition, because you see, Tinubu is someone that Tinubu is like a rat that you can put inside a warehouse filled with rice without poison, not poisoned rice stuff. Correct rice. Tinubu go chop that rice, finish, born children, reproduce, create dynasty within your warehouse. You go come that warehouse, you don't go see one rice anymore. That was what I was expecting the coalition to understand, that in Nigeria as it stands today, let us forget everything that's happening. There's a power shift that naturally goes from the north to the south, presidential wise. And Buhari finished his term. The sensible thing for every Nigerian was that power was meant to go back to the south. And without even saying it much, power was meant to go in the spirit of one Nigeria, as we claim to be in one Nigeria. Power was meant to just go back to the south. It was meant to go back to the southeastern part of the country. Whether you like it or not, that is the truth. Because since the advent of democracy, Yoruba man has been ruling Nigeria for 8 years. Yoruba man has been vice president for 8 years. That's 16 years in 26 years. Yoruba has spent 16 years. Fulani has been vice president for 8 years. Fulani has been vice president for president for 8 years. That's 16 years also. So power was meant to go to the south. And the South also have been president for 8 years and vice president for 2 years. That's like, for 5 years, and Jonathan 5 years and 2 years. So like 7 years also for the South. So if we're going to do any dynamics or arrangement with that politically, it was meant to come to the south. And not just the south, to the southeastern part of the country. But a greedy man came in and said, no, Emilokon, it's my turn. So the arrangement that was meant to be that was like, okay, all northern politicians, it is understandable to understand that, okay, yes, my have personal ambition, but the ambition of the region should not supersede, the ambition of the region should always supersede my personal ambition. And that's why Atiku was meant to understand that there is always a time and season for everything. Not everybody in this world is called to be a king. Some people are called to be kingmakers. And that doesn't reduce your light. Some people are greater of being kingmakers than even being kings. Because being a king, look at Tinubu now. If Tinubu had retired a kingmaker, many people would have hailed him to his death. Jagaban, that great Jagaban. They would have known that he's a disaster. But he forced himself and said, I will be a king. And now in 3 years, the world has seen that he's the worst thing to happen to Nigeria. We have not had a worse president in our history than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, in the world, the president of Afghanistan is better than Tinubu. Iran that are fighting war today, Iran get light. They are better off in Iran, in Iraq. Nigerians have been unalived in South Africa. They say when they send them flights, they say that it's better that they die in South Africa than to come back to Nigeria. Because a disaster that was meant to end up a kingmaker decided to be a king. So it's a learning process for many of us to understand that not everybody has to take the spotlight. You can also play your role in helping other people shine. You must not be the one shining. It doesn't change you from being somebody. That was where Tinubu failed. And that's exactly where Atiku is failing right now. You have tried being present since 1993, when I was barely a child. I did not know anything. I didn't know my left from my right. And so many other Nigerians. 30-something years later, you still want to be a president. Back to back, you're always on the ticket. The northern turn, no, you did. Southern turn, no, you did. Anybody turn, no, you did. You don't know when to say no. You don't know when to draw yourself back and say, let me pause, let me chill. No, you always want to be the person in charge. That's the problem. And I was thinking that the whole coalition leaders, because you see our politicians, Nigerian politicians, many of them don't get sense, because and you see, that's why sometimes in my heart, I'm not going to lie, this is an open confession. Sometimes in my heart, I'm like, if not because of Nigerians, make Tinubu continue. I want to make Tinubu continue for two sets of people. The political class and Tinubu supporters. These two sets of people, because they're the most stupid people on earth. You see, politicians, Nigerian politicians, and Tinubu supporters. You cannot, if you see if you see Tinubu supporter and Nigerian politicians who get sense past you, you're finished. In my heart of heart, sometimes I go like say, make Tinubu win the second term. Make these people see what they talk. They will see, you not go see hell on earth. These two sets of people, Nigerian politicians, in these opposition politicians, and Tinubu supporters, una go cry, una go see blood, una go bury una children. You think what happened for Oyona is just starting. Una go see hell on earth. But when I look at the bigger picture and say that I cannot, for my selfish or because of these minorities, the whole nation will not go into hell. I say no, for the greater good. Let's salvage our country. And that's what I was expecting this our nonsense coalition people to understand. That the 2027 we are at a crossroad. If we do not take power from this criminal, and these criminals come back to power in 2027, we're not going to start what they call OT law, and the North will suffer for it. Why? You might ask me why. Because you have created you have given the rats rice, unpoisoned rice, for him to eat. Because what Tinubu is going to do in 2027, 2031 is after, that's 2031, that's if he has not by then, or if his brain is still carrying him, he will say he wants to do third term. If Tinubu wants to do third term, who will stop him? Is it Akpabio or Hope Uzodinma that is fighting to become Senate president? By 2027 December, Tinubu they will announce it in NTA News. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2 term. You know that 2 term is not enough. 2 term is not enough to that the mandate, the renewed hope agenda. 2 term is not enough to finish the renewed hope agenda. Can't you people see how they are doing it? How you did it in Lagos? You need more time. Then 2 sets of people, as normal, his dumb supporters that he has used their brain for sacrifice will come out. Yes, 2 term is not enough. We need to give him more 10. We need to give him more 10. They will be not. They are dying of hunger. They don't know that no, 2 terms is not enough. You will see in your people's eye. They'll give this man 10 term. When he gets 10 term, who will stop him from getting 10 term? From when he comes to the ballot, the same way he won first term by rigging, the same way he will win second term by rigging if we don't stop him. It's the same way he will win third term by rigging. What will you do? That is the reality on ground. I'm putting it right now for people to understand. Then let us even admit and say, okay, Tinubu of all his heavy hearts that he does not have, he now chooses to say, I'll just do only 2 terms and go. In Tinubu's second term, for him to go, Tinubu will make sure that whoever is going to replace him is his stooge that has sworn an oath to him, like he has done in Lagos for the past 26 years. That anybody that becomes governor in Lagos today must go and bow down and kiss his ring. It's the same way to be in Nigeria for presidency till he dies. A leopard does not change his spots. Tinubu at over 80 years cannot change who he is. That is the truth. So the North now that are coming to vie with Tinubu right now, when it's the time of the South, when it's meant to be the time of power going back to the North, Tinubu will remind you that when it was the time of the South, you people contested against me. So now that it is your turn, first you do know the pain. I go do back. And you will do back. So don't be surprised in 2031, God gives us life. Tinubu comes out and say he's not doing 10, but he brings in a candidate from probably Kogi State to replace him, like he has done across all the institutions in the country today. What will they not do? So that's my party message to you, to the Northerners. Do not sacrifice the time of the North on the altar of Atiku Abubakar. Kwankwaso got the message, and you can see where he is today. I hope other Northern politicians bear heed. Welcome to the Emir Sirdam show, guys. Let's open up the floor right now to every other person. My brother Abaso, welcome. Good evening. How are you doing? It's been a while, bro.
You say you can't go right for Twitter now, but you do various spaces. You still come up for there too.
No, I just started last weekend, last week, but we're back now. We're back.
No, there's no one. It's good to see you back. Me, I don't retire as possible because Nigeria matter is becoming disheartening, you know. And when you see the kind of argument that is being made by Nigerians, like the Nigerians in diaspora, you begin to wonder what happened to when you travel abroad, you go to be educated and know. Anyway, let me allow that point to talk. And we'll make a listing.
No, all right, brother. Just stay here with me, help me to moderate. Please, I beg. One time we all tell you, say,
all right.
Who is that? Please do not unmute your mic if you're not called to speak, please.
Okay.
You know, I'm 100% certain you're a Tinubu supporter. I can bet my life that you're a Tinubu supporter. I can bet my life now. Say you're a Tinubu supporter. I'm meeting Mike now. Is there on our blood? He did. But calm down. Calm down. I'll allow you to speak. Yeah. I'm going to come to you. Please just calm down. Eh? But let me circle back to you, my brother Abba. So please, I beg, don't get tired though. We have a country to save. Just understand that it's like, for me, this is the last fight I'm going to go. I'm going to give it a last shot that we must get right. And hopefully we get it right. We will. So I beg, no, don't allow people gaslight your feelings, my brother. Jenny R. Taylor, I'm gonna open up the floor, everybody. Please, 5 minutes maximum. Let's have this conversation. Jenny R. Taylor, you have the line. Welcome.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, bro.
Welcome, sir.
I so muchly appreciate you for your good work. I've been following you on this while, but today is my first time of coming to your live stream. But to be frankly speaking, I appreciate your good work, your dedication, allowing yourself for God to use you. Thank you so much. And don't listen to all these data boys on the comment section. Now,
What I have to say is this: my own is just suggestion, because everything you have been saying here is just like preaching of our Lord Jesus Christ, the coming of Jesus Christ, which is everybody have heard it. We already know about it. You just on what to do to make heaven. I'm just saying. So everything you said here is obvious, even to the deaf. You get. So to me, in my own opinion, we should be talking about how to secure the our mandate on 2027, because definitely Tinubu they will conspire, definitely. Yeah, they will tamper with the result, definitely, must. So I think what we should be talking about here is how to secure our mandate on 2027. Now my own is this: those in diasporas, I think they have a lot of I don't know how possible it will be, but I think they have a lot of duty, a lot of roles to play here. In my own suggestion, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but to me, if I'm in Nigeria, if I'm opportune to be in London, I think, or to be outside, what I should be doing now is, or those in diaspora, those Nigerians who have the interest of Nigeria at heart, not Tinubu supporters. So I think what they should be doing now is discovering where those our politicians who fly their loved ones, their children, their mother, their wives abroad, discover where they live. Because definitely, so that whether you like it or not, in my own opinion, if they should tamper with the result of next year, if Nigeria is going down, let it go down. It is better. In case if anything is happening, let them send those people abroad, those their loved ones abroad, to Nigeria. Let all of us be here, and they should mount when the time is right. They should mount all international airport outside in diaspora. If any of the politicians fly out to any country at all, beat them and send them back. Let all of us buy here. I think that's what we should be doing. At least, if all of them are in Nigeria and we are seeing everything that is going on, I think they will think twice. You get?
Okay.
Because just like what I said, definitely the result will be compromised. Must. Is it not? Because how am I too sure about this? Because he never won 2023, the last election, but he emerges as a president. So the same thing he's going to do, because looking at the nature of everything now, it is certain.
All right, Jenny, just if you could just wrap up.
Okay. Thank you. Looking at the nature of everything, it is very obvious, even to the blind, that he is not even going to be the third or even the fourth in the coming election. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not going to open up the floor for the next speaker, but I would like to respond to what you said. How to secure our votes. I think that is one of the reasons why I actually came back on live, because if you're following us prior to when we left last year, we were having this conversation of rig and buy 2027, and that's the mantra going to 2027. And many people are of the opinion that you cannot take Tinubu out without a revolution. And I'm also of that opinion that a revolution is what is needed to take out people of like his kind. But the truth of the matter is that Nigeria, knowing the peculiarity of how Nigeria is structured, you cannot just have an organic revolution. You cannot just have a revolution that people just wake up, okay, today is the day of revolution, let's go out. No, it will never happen. If that's what you're waiting for, it will never happen in Nigeria. So what I have told people, and what I believe we must do, is to understand that a revolution has to be structured and it has to be triggered. There must be a trigger point for a revolution to happen. And for me, how I see it is that the next elections should be that trigger for an eminent revolution, in case what Tinubu is planning to do, which is to steal the elections, happens, which I term a ballot revolution. So how do we achieve this ballot revolution? It now boils down to what you're asking right now. How do we secure our votes? So for me, it is important Nigerians understand, and I say this, I have a video coming out probably within the week also on this, where I answer this, you never see people like the Kwankwasias coming to ask, how do we secure a vote? You cannot go and rig election in Kano State. Why can you not rig an election in Kano State, but you can rig an election in down south? So it is simple. It means that there's actually a template that has been implemented in Nigeria that works somewhere, that if other people copy, then and we put it across the country, then we will have an election that is almost near free and fair. You cannot get free and fair elections under Tinubu. You will enforce free and fair elections under Tinubu. It is now up to Nigerians to make sure we force his hand. So I don't even care if Sheyi Tinubu is the INEC chairman. I don't even care if it's Apostle Paul that is the INEC chairman, because whoever becomes INEC chairman under Tinubu, one thing is guaranteed. One thing is guaranteed. That person, no matter how saintly that person is, no matter how God that person is, no matter how evil that person is there to work for Tinubu's benefit. That's a fact. So it is what Nigerians have to understand, that to take out someone like Tinubu is not you banking on the system working to favor the people. It will never work to favor you or favor us, as the case may be. The system has been programmed by Tinubu to work for him. The only way you can take out people like Tinubu is that the people resist him and enforce that the system works for them. And that can only be done by numbers. So I'm saying this now for Nigerians, especially people down south, to understand, because down south Nigeria are people that we are now, they enjoy life now. When they come live, they talk now. You understand? People down for north, they don't have time for this. They're ready for election. Come and read election in 2027 in the north. You go back in the body bag, and they mean every word of it. You will see it happen. So the down south have to replicate such formula to make sure that their vote counts. I tell people, I call it 4 days for 4 years. If you sacrifice 4 days from election day for the next 4 days, you can get the next 4 years to work for us. But if we choose to cower out on that election day, vote and go back home, elections are not won with Tinubu in the polling units. You cannot win. You can win Tinubu in the polling unit. He will win in coalition center. So you have to understand that as a participant in that election, that you will be ready to vote. Make sure your vote are counted in the polling unit. Not be scared of talks first, because they will implement all those strategies. Be ready to come with your own tools to protect yourself and create your own ecosystem. That's why I encourage people and tell people that don't just go and register to vote in a polling unit. Make sure that in that your polling unit, you have like 2 or 3 of your friends that registered that polling unit with you. In my polling unit, I have like 5 people who I sabi, my guys. On election day, they don't born you well. Big MC Olomo times 10. They don't born you well. Make come my polling unit say, well, we go born you. I get men where I know say they go by polling unit. That one we have secured that we put them for our chest. They don't born that person well to do for our polling unit. So when you have your own circle of ecosystem that you know that your vote in your polling unit is protected, you don't just stop your polling unit. You must be ready to follow your votes from your polling unit to your wards. And to follow your vote, and when you get to your wards, you must be ready to follow your vote from your ward to your state rec. That is the sacrifice Nigerians must be ready to do. So if we don't understand, if we're not ready for this, we should be ready for Tinubu next 4 years. I'm not seeing there is no pathway to taking Tinubu out than Nigerians coming out in our millions on election day. Not just voting, but manning our votes. Ghanaians did it last year. The candidate of the Ghana president last year, now he was supported by the Americans. I want you people to understand how bad it is. Americans want the MIA, CIA, everybody wanted this current Ghana president not to emerge. But the Ghanaians saying a lie. They stood their ground, followed their votes to their wards, to our coalition centers. They slept there. They say, it no go happen. You can't rig a vote of people. There is no way on earth. Nigeria does not even have the security apparatus or the thug apparatus to stop 1 million Nigerians on the street. All our soldiers, army, that is Air Force, Army, Navy, Police, NSDC, DSS, SSS, call all the arms of security in the country. They're not up to 1 million personnel. We don't have 1 million personnel. They're not up to 700,000 personnel in the country. In a country of 200 million people. The problem that Tinubu is banking on is that's why I tell that Tinubu intentionally is making Nigerians more dumb. Because if a dumb populace, the populace that does not even know their rights. If 1 million Nigerians are tired of Tinubu, 1 million Nigerians are truly, genuinely tired of Bola Ahmed Tinubu on election day, Tinubu is a gunner. There is no amount of rigging that you can't rig 1 million people that come out and mount every polling unit, that mount every state rec across the country. 100K per state rec. 100K Nigerians per state rec. Do you know it's 100,000 people? There is no police force that sees 100,000 people that will not run. There is no INEC chairman that will be in his office with the vote from correction centers and 100,000 people are outside his office shouting that will write a different result. They know born you well. You know that from that polling unit, from that you're writing that result, you're going to meet your maker in hell or in heaven. That is the level Nigerians must get to be able to resist these people. If not, let's be ready for Tinubu 2.0. Jeremy, I hope I've answered your question. All right. The main Casper, welcome. I know that I don't even need to tell you, I know you're a Bola Ahmed Tinubu supporter, so let me just even give you your 5 minutes.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
I know I'm around unfriendly territory right now, so
no, nothing unfriendly, my brother.
Very, very unfriendly.
If you're afraid of the truth, then you will find it unfriendly. Where is a very friendly place?
Because you've not even spoken the truth here to start with, and that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to even have this conversation.
Please, tell me what I've said that is not truthful.
You were giving your thesis. You said this person in question, as the governor of Lagos State, did not construct 3 kilometers of road.
I did not say 3 kilometers. I said 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers of road. How factual is that?
Okay. Sorry, he constructed 10 kilometers of road. What did Tinubu do in 8 years as governor? Please tell us. Okay, let me ask you one question, please. Did Tinubu build one bridge in Lagos in 8 years?
Wait. The list is very long.
Did Tinubu build one bridge in Lagos in 8 years?
Okay. Since we are about to do that.
No, just answer me, yes or no. Did he build one bridge in Lagos in 8 years?
Is infrastructure limited to just bridges?
Did Tinubu build one bridge? I know I'm not asking you. I'm not going. We can go into infrastructures. Just answer this question. Did he build one bridge in Lagos in 8 years?
He didn't.
He did not build. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So go on.
Did he build roads?
Please tell Nigerians the road Tinubu built in Lagos.
Okay. Give me a minute. There is the project across Lagos major roads such as
you're entering. You enter Google. Make Google tell you. Waiting. If you know about Tinubu for Lagos, if you live for Lagos, if you be Lagosian, this is why I talk like this time. You go not say, that Tinubu build Ifako Ajayi Road. That Tinubu build you go begin the name am. You don't need YouTube. I openly told you that Tinubu did not build one bridge because I be Lagos boy also. I know what I'm saying.
It's not done like that.
See.
Don't mention like
Who dash out? Who dash out? You don't fit mention anything. Tinubu na Yahoo man, na Yahoo say. No, now my moderator on mic. No, only my moderator guy is allowed to on mic. Nobody's allowed to on mic.
Is he a batified?
I don't know whether it's a batified. Okay, wait. Do you want me to make a batified my moderator?
No, you say anybody make on mic without the time na batified now.
No, my moderator is allowed to on mic.
You guys keep pushing.
No, my mod. Okay. No problem. No problem. You win. Tell us what Tinubu do in 8 years in Lagos. Okay, no problem. Tell us what Tinubu do in 8 years in Lagos. Please tell Nigerians.
Okay, here's my question, Sirdam. As a patriotic Nigerian that you are, and you claim to have been a Lagosian at a point in your life, I don't know about right now, but you've claimed to be a Lagosian at some point. Now, here's the question. Would you transfer Lagos economic hub to every other state in Nigeria?
First of all, you cannot transfer Lagos economic hub.
You are given the opportunity to.
No, you cannot. You cannot. Why? Because of Lagos. Lagos is.
You cannot, or you can.
You cannot. You can actually in a way, but the reason is that Lagos is a strategic position. It's strategically positioned in a place in Nigeria. You cannot forget that fact. That the name Lagos itself. Do you know how the name Lagos came about?
I know.
How?
By the Portuguese.
By the Portuguese who?
By the Portuguese expeditionaries that came to Nigeria.
So you know that since they say when I'm coming. So wait now. Pause. I'm going to pause your time. So we can all agree that from the 17th century, Lagos has been an entry port to Nigeria, right?
Yes, but is Lagos the first entry point? Is Lagos the first entry point of Nigeria?
Which other point is the first entry point?
There was Calabar. Before the Portuguese settled in Lagos, they settled in Enugu.
How did they get to Enugu?
From Calabar, of course.
So before the Portuguese came to Enugu, Lagos, they came to Enugu.
Can we do something and fact check each other?
No, I'm not. Don't fact check me, please. Let's circle back to Bola Ahmed Tinubu because what I will not know. I'm coming there. We're not going to have a history class here. What we're going to do right now is please tell us what Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in 8 years, and tell us what Tinubu is doing now for you to tell us that Nigerians deserve Tinubu for another 4 years. That's what I want to hear. Forget any other thing. Give me what Tinubu is doing now.
You spoke about the need for a power shift. Tell me, since the inception of the Fourth Republic, who has drastically moved for a power shift like this person when it comes to restructuring the country?
What do you mean by power shift? Please please break it down for us.
Given one of the major problems Nigeria has today, if you ask me though, I would say it's the fact that we moved our concentration from regional politics. We centralized everything in Abuja. Now, for the first time ever since the Fourth Republic, this is the first time we are seeing somebody who is willing, or should I say bold enough, to want to replicate what we had during the regional system.
Like what? What's he replicating? What is he replicating, please?
Prior to now, if you want to partake in any military...
The Waziri, please mute your mic, my brother, please.
Prior to now, if you want to partake in any...
Go on, please, sorry.
Prior to now, if you want to partake in any military service, you have to head north, right?
Okay, go on.
Right or wrong?
No, right, yes.
Currently, that has been decentralized. Do you think that is a means of restructuring or not? How about the local government autonomy being restored? Do you think that is a means of restructuring or not?
Which local government autonomy have been restored?
Be in, verb.
So for the past 3 years, this is what you have been telling me. You told me this. You people know I'm coming. You told me this in 2024. You have told me that in 2025. This 2026, you're still be in. My brother,
This is the problem, sir. This is the problem. Now, okay, there is a kidnapping issue recently making waves in Nigeria. And then did you see how everybody ignored the governor of the state? My point here is this local government autonomy we are talking about is not going to get back to where it was like within nights or within weeks or months. Democracy is very slow. If democracy wasn't slow, Saddam, you follow the agitate for post-election violence. If democracy wasn't slow, tell me one country that you know that has been developed from an 8-year term democratic policy. One.
Did you say democracy is slow?
Please.
Yes, democracy is slow.
Democracy is slow, and it was a snap of a finger they changed national anthem.
Abba, let him just finish. I want him to finish. So other people come in. Let's just allow him finish. I beg. Let's allow him finish.
Is democracy slow or not, Saddam? To you?
No. This. I can allow you for us to have a debate back and forth, but the line is crazy. The request is crazy. So I want you to wrap up your submission. Then
I'm just saying that.
I will circle back to you because I see that you're the only Baptist that is here for. I don't know whether maybe you have your brothers up here, but
we try to be my brothers as you now, my brother.
No, I mean now, in brothers in politics, now brothers in Tinibocracy.
No, okay. So the thing is, maybe we should give room for other people, and then we'll circle back at this because me, I still get time plenty.
No wala. Thank you. Welcome, my brother. Thank you. All right, let me bring circle into Mike M for Mickey, my brother. It's been a while, man. I've missed you, bro. Welcome. Hey, see my people. I see all of you requesting for the mic. Oh. My goddamn Jaja, I see you, my sister. It's good to have you. Please, I'll bring you guys up. Please just bear with me. I'll rush the mic right now. And please, if you speak,
This guy.
Mikey, just 1 minute, please. If you speak and I drop you, please don't take it personal. I will also, you can request again, I'll bring you back. But the request line is so crazy, so I want everybody to have a chance to speak because this is our first day back. So the main Casper, I will drop you, but please request the mic back. I will bring you back up, please. Thank you. Mikey, you have the space, 5 minutes, please.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna, mess about. We can go about all this argument back and forth. Look, I was born in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos. I experienced the entire politics of Lagos before the name Tinubu even became anything in Lagos politics. So most of all you guys that come here and want to come and tell me about Lagos, it's just you guys. I don't understand where you get all your details from. But Saddam, you know what I've also noticed? Tinubu's propaganda machine did not start today. You see, I was saying this to a lot of people way back, and I said one of the biggest evil that Nigeria has ever experienced. That was before Tinubu became president. Tinubu becoming president, because as a Lagosian, I watched a lot of things happen, and people just they use propaganda and whitewash everything. And you see a lot of gullible Lagosians, especially the vulnerable ones. You see all those secretariat people, all those plasma people, all those those are the only people that you can see anything good about Tinubu. In fact, not because they want it. These guys, let me tell you, if you work in any Lagos state apparatus, you literally do everything at gunpoint. That's the fact. And if this person is telling me, let him debunk what I'm saying, and I will show you more than 10, 20 people that I know that are family members. These guys do everything at gunpoint. During the election, they did not want you. You will literally lose your job. The market women, they will not allow you enter market if you do not vote APC. And this was years back. So somebody is now telling me that Tinubu built Lagos. When I schooled in Lagos, I went to a free school during Jakonde. To my textbook, I got textbook, Jakonde textbook, free. Lagos Ibadan Expressway that this person is talking about was built by Jakonde. My school was situated in Jakonde Estate, one of Jakonde estates in Lagos State. And guess what? My schoolmates were just lower class government people, not the elite. They were just all my classmates. They were people from the estate. Most of you know about Jakonde Estate. Jakonde had estate everywhere. The school I went to was in an estate built by Jakonde for the common people. As long as you have a job, back in the days, your parents, the civil servants, they are qualified to get one of those 3-bedroom flats. And that time, they informed saying, and then they push. They were, and we were in the same school together. Everybody was mingling. Tell me all the housing estates that Tinubu has built since he became governor. That this guy went did this line, where his papa go fear for that. Because you people just come here and you just want to defend the indefensible. Can we just be honest for once? I can tell you here, one of the things I think that Tinubu achieved in Lagos State, it was Fashola.
And I will not say because I don't like Tinubu. I give credit to Fashola for the things that Fashola did in Lagos State. I give credit to some of the things that Ambode did in Lagos State. Those were the people that work. It is the work of those two guys that Tinubu is leveraging on. That is claiming that he built Lagos. He built Lagos. And of course, we know his partnership with Shagori. Shagori is literally just the one, because Shagori is the main godfather. Right. Tinubu is just the errand boy they sent to, we need this, he doesn't have a choice. So, back to what we're talking about. That's just, by the way, just in response to what I say.
You don't use your 5 minutes. You don't use your 5 minutes.
I keep telling everybody.
Mike, you don't use your 5 minutes to finish on top to
Make
you.
a Libra.
Don't worry, I beg. That's our talk. Please, just go and come back. Well, because we need to amplify that conversation. I think maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
Yes.
Let's just, because today's our first day coming back. Let us settle this Tinubu dilemma first and foremost. Let's end it here. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right. Who is Otumba Diamond? Otumba, my brother, how are you doing? Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, everybody. Nigeria's matter is something that we just keep talking about till we get to where we believe things will start going well. And for those who still don't understand, because for me it looks as if things will start going well. I don't understand. A lot of Nigerians don't understand what good governance is meant to be like. And all they do is play politics with every single thing. Politics is different from governance. So it looks as if all we do, because for example, all this government did in the whole 3 years is just to play politics. They're just busy with trying to get governors, trying to get things, busy with Port Harcourt, River State issue, this here and there, and nothing to do with developments. I mean, I can clearly say they can't point to anything that has directly impacted the lives of the people in 3 years. Nothing. I believe an average Nigerian would look back 3 years and say that yes, I was in a better position before 2023 than I am right now. For those who had fixed income, their lives have gone behind, backwards. Only people that would say they are thriving, because for me, I know that there's no regime that wouldn't favor some people. No matter how bad that regime is, there will be some people that will benefit from it. So you don't use that to judge how good the regime is. No. It is the people, the majority of the people, how their lives have been impacted. We spoke about Atiku Abubakar. For me, briefly, I believe we missed it during Jonathan. Jonathan should have been his own angel. I see no reason why Atiku Abubakar would not support Jonathan throughout his regime. Whatever journey Jonathan was going to take, he had no reason not to stand with him, because that would have been a sure bet for the next administration to go to the north. And if you have stood by him to make sure whether he wants to do the second 4 years after the 2 years of whatever, which is what Tinubu did for so long. He stood by some people. Again, he put Buhari there. He didn't mind the 8 years. For him, he waited till that time. I mean, that would have been a good shot for. I mean, you guys are both PDP. There was no reason for you to go and work against him, and even when it wasn't the time of the north, like you said. And then, so you even worked towards getting him out of the whole system, and then you never got there. So for me, his own case is quite funny. He didn't plan; he was just chasing. You can be chasing something without planning your way. You just keep chasing, and it will be a game of luck or pure strength. But for Nigeria, yes, 2027 is a big decider, and not in terms of politics. I think we have seen enough. We have seen enough as a people, both with insecurity, finances, everything, nothing has improved. There's no electricity. People don't even understand that they deserve a good housing. That looks like they're asking for too much. The sound of generator, they are so used to it, they believe it's a normal thing in life. And a lot of them cannot even afford it now. But all of them are listening to the noise of that generator. The case of insecurity, I will say it again, knows nobody. If you allow it, it will not have any boundary. It's a kind of menace that even would affect its own creators. That is how it is. It's the kind of thing that normally goes out of hand. For those who created it, that's how it is generally everywhere. For those that would allow it, you will end up being victims. This is the time to come together as one and then vote the right government. Sweep the whole APC. Don't stop at the presidency, because Tinubu's government has shown you that the power in the presidency can corrupt every other place. No checks and balances all through this regime. You need a fresh Senate, you need fresh governors, and you need definitely a fresh president.
Thank you.
I'll leave it here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, for just joining us, you're welcome to the Emir Sirdam show. We are out here every night, 10 p.m. Nigerian time, till Mama calls, and we're on hiatus, but we are back again every Mondays through Wednesdays, and on Thursdays we are here from 8 o'clock for the Violence Space, which is actually the biggest political space on X. We stream it live here on Thursdays, but we are here every Monday through to Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you to all of you that have requested for the mic. I'm enjoying the conversation, and let's keep it going that way. I'll run on to the next speaker right now, Prince Chima Vicent. If you can hear me, please unmute your mic. You have 5 minutes. And also, if you're watching across other platforms, please, Mr. Prince Chima, just a minute, please. Please, what you can do to join this conversation, or if you want to contribute, you can come to our Facebook. We're streaming from Facebook, the Emir Sirdam show. You can request for the mic from Facebook or on TikTok at the Emir Sirdam show. You can come there. This is actually a TikTok show because we want to grow a community on TikTok. So, and my TikTokers watching me, please just don't watch. I need you guys to contribute to this live. How you can contribute is simply by power tapping the live. Just don't be listening and enjoying the conversations, please, because that's how you can help this live grow, actually. Everybody, please take the next few minutes to power tap the live. We have to end this live on 100,000 likes, and we're at 43K right now. So that is how actually we can help grow the live and push us up the FYP. So other new people can see what we're doing here. You can contribute. Okay, thank you so much. I can see you guys hitting the likes already. Everybody, please. Thank you to all the people gifting. God bless you all. But let's circle back to the conversation right now. Prince Chima Vicent, how are you doing? Good evening. You have the live in 5 minutes.
All right, thank you so much for the opportunity. Anyway, this is the first time I'm joining you live, but I've seen a lot of your videos before on Instagram. And I see how passionate, I see how passionate you want Nigeria to work. We are in the same boat, my brother. You see, we need to first of all understand the system. Election most time is not won at the ballot box. Because the reason why I said that, first of all, I was supposed to, I am a member of NDC, right? And during my consultation, I understood that a lot of result has already been written for people to win an election. That is one of my first discovery. That INEC is working with some politicians. People go to INEC is like a business hub. People go there, secure their winning in INEC. So our first major problem is INEC. If we can hold each member of INEC accountable, we have solved 99 problem of Nigeria's problem. Because that is where the real corruption happens. You see somebody that will, after election, you will see the result, the person is winning, then INEC, whatever INEC announces, that is what people go with. And before you know, they've already put up the system where a lawyer is already available to defend that result that have been declared as winner. So INEC is a major problem. During my time of consultation, I understand that politicians walk in and out to INEC office just to make sure that the result they have written is already secure. In fact, one of my times I went for consultation, I went to one of the top-notch politicians here in Abuja's house, and we were discussing. And I were discussing. So I had a friend that was also contesting. We all went for consultation. And when we mentioned a particular place from the east where my friend had interest to contest, you know what the man told us? He said, "Forget that place. That side is already secured. He's the APC guy that will win." He said, "Don't bother yourself." We were still talking. He said, "I'm sending the guy 5 million naira to make sure that he's able to calm everybody nerves down so that everything will go as planned." Right? Now, in INEC office, that guy result is already secured. In fact, during my consultation, when I went to INEC office to change my voter's card so that I can bring it down to the east, sorry, to my place, because it used to be in Enugu, so I wanted to take my voter's card back to Ekoi. And I ran into a classmate in INEC office. I went there to do the transfer of voter's card. You know what he told me? He asked me, "Do you want to win? I actually want to win this election." I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, if you want to win this election, this is what you will do. It is business. It is business. So if Nigerians are tired, our focus is to deal with every member of INEC, know their houses. That day you give a result that is not acceptable, we take you down. Your family, not only you take the person's family down. That is the only way you will still fear. That is why in Kano you cannot read the election. The last time they tried to get an election in Kano, did you see the kid, the INEC person? They brought him alive now. The other person now mentioned gave the result. That is what we need in every part of Nigeria. That is INEC first. Then coming to Tinubu, first of all, we need to understand the way this thing works. They have used division to destroy us in this nation. The Hausa man sees the Igbo man as a problem. The Igbo man sees the Yoruba man as a problem. It is only this our young generations, now some of us that are civilized, that are beginning to see ourselves that we need each other to make this country better. That is why we go to Lagos today, like the people you mentioned, the last one, they only support you because first of all, they have so brainwashed them. They make it look as if it is our turn, it's our turn, even when the person is not doing anything well. You see, the situation of Nigeria, we need to check a lot of factors. They not are benefiting from this insecurity. In fact, are you aware there was a time they caught one of the bandits? Guess who was sponsoring him? A local government chairman. He had an assembly member. Was also so North is benefiting from this. Even though there are international influences concerning what is happening in the North, North is benefiting from this, especially the political elites. The people of China that is mining the gold in the North cannot allow peace to be in the North because they're making money from there. Who are they sharing the money with? From the Northern politicians, the elites.
All right, as you wrap up in 10 seconds, right? I just wanted to, if you could just wrap up in 10 seconds, please. Let me give you 20 seconds, please, so that I'll chip in. Go on, please.
So they're coming to somewhere like Atiku, you see in politics, like if I want to destroy somebody's vote in another party, for instance, as a member of NDC, I can decide to plant somebody in PDP. They call it, they say it's politics. For me, I feel it's wickedness because first of all, you have a nice person that will fix this country. And somebody just bring you as ally, say, give me somebody that will share this person's vote in this location. You will give the person, then you will be settled. In fact, when Tinubu was offered 20 slot of ministerial position, but in the presence of his supporters, he did not accept it. But he went behind and accepted it. But he will come to the public and criticize Tinubu. So Atiku is a tool. Every time of election, they use him as a tool. He does not love Nigeria.
All right.
The major problem people have had in this country is that they don't love our nation. And because they don't love Nigeria, they can do anything for their selfish interest.
Okay.
People start liking this country. You see, this country will start working well.
Thank you, my brother.
Let me don't take more time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I resonate with many things you said here. Just with few exceptions. I do not agree that the North is benefiting from banditry or from terrorism or from insecurity, as the case may be. I think you would have said the northern elite class, because the people in the North are not benefiting from it. They don't even know most of the things that you know. They don't even know they're the ones that are being displaced. They're the ones that are living in IDP camps. They're the ones that cannot go back to their farms. They're the ones that cannot go back to their traditional homes. So they are not benefiting from it. Their elite class are benefiting from it. Yes, true. The political class are benefiting from it. Yes, true. Okay, thank you for correcting that on the comment section. So please, it's very important to put that statement out there. That they are suffering from the banditry, and hopefully we get a government that exposes this all. I have made so many videos that I'm going to perform. I know many of you that are here are people that only consume my video content. So I have a whole lot of videos I've spoken about even these mineral resources. I think that should be one of the most groundbreaking videos I've done. I did that video like 2 months ago. I've just been overwhelmed to edit that video because of the amount of information in it. It is insane where we found ourselves as a country, where we have no reason as a country to be poor. Nigeria has no business with poverty. Nigeria has no business with insecurity. Nigeria has no business with lack, with not being an elite society. We have no business with any of these things. The only problem we have, as Prince just said right now, is that we don't have people that truly love our country. If people that love this country occupy the position of power, to fix Nigeria will not be as slow as my last brother, the main Casper, said. You would have seen it would have been like rocket science, because the systems, the finance to fix the country is there. The human resources to fix the country is available in abundance. But the willpower is what we're lacking. But thank you so much, Prince. Let's run to OTP. OTP, you have the live in 5 minutes, please. And meanwhile, guys, let's power tap the live, please. Why you guys are slowing me on TikTok? Oh? What's happening, guys? Let's power tap, please.
Yeah, so can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you have 5 minutes. Go on.
I was at the show, the violence space. NC's blew it up, man. His submission was, his team drama, it's something that I always play all the time. That NC submission was really fantastic. It inspired me.
Go on. Oh, it's just me. OTP. OTP, your network. Okay, I'll just keep you paused. I'll keep you paused. OTP, can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you now.
All right, go on. You stopped at NC submission. That was what we had last.
Oh, sorry. Then what I'm saying that the ASP should file, then Atiku. My point is that I want to ask this question. So if Atiku won 2023 election, he will now rule us after Buhari 8 years. Does that make sense? After Ali Fulani, come on now, that is unfair. And I see it as well. That is waste of money. That guy wasted his money for that election because he was supposed to be on the ballot. He's repeating the same thing. But that 2023 was worse because Buhari just left.
Honestly.
You say you want your unifier. How does that make sense? Please, guys should think about that. You call yourself a unifier, a country that at least we know there's 3 major tribes: Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. No, it's really unfair.
It's an irony, actually, being a unifier, but you're the destroyer. It's just the same thing like APC calling themselves All Progressive Party.
But before I even talk of people, see, if you are above 18, the election says above 18. When I was 18, I see myself as a 18 years old. When my brother became 18, you see the mature person. I don't know how we feel in Nigeria. An 18-year-old man is a man. So when you are 18, don't come online and ask saying how we go to protect our vote. Did somebody drag you from your house to the polling unit? You will stand there, especially those young ones. You stand there because you can't expect a man of 70 that came to vote to start chasing ballot. It is the young ones. Nobody should come up here and start saying how you will protect that. Make sure you see until you are satisfied. Don't go home. Look, I'm saying this thing. The next election is do or die.
Facts.
It is do or die.
Facts.
Now there is no surprise. The 2023 they surprised us because at least as an obedient, we are educated people, sincere people. We like to speak the truth. So when Mahmoud came out to say this blah blah blah, we believed him. It's okay, he's a new guy. Maybe we change blah blah. So everybody was calm, but they don't show us red card. So now we know everything. So look all the submissions here. People know that APC they are going to win. We know the police might not be on our side. INEC is already the shop. INEC right now. I'm not too happy. What is that his name? He are not subjecting himself to a forensic independent forensic people. When they tell us what happened without him do it. We know it's all a master plan. Then we see these people where Tinubu said it himself. He said the Chagoris are my business associates. Actually, Asadam, please answer this question. Did you hear that? Tinubu said it. Chagoris are his business associate. Those people, they control the highest contract ever given to any contractor in Nigeria. They control the most expensive land in Nigeria. How are we looking at all these things? Are we going to let this thing slip like that? I rest my case. Thank you, Sirdam.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wonderful submission there. Thank you. All right, let's just move on real quick. I want to take as many submissions as possible. Let's please, guys, TikTokers, what's happening? Let's power tap this live. We have a whole lot of people in this room that this power tapping should have been. You guys will just skyrocket my love to like 1 million by now. What's happening, guys? Let's get active, man. Power tapo, sweet dews. Can you hear me?
Good evening, everyone.
The first lady in the house. Welcome.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Do you eat corn?
I might sound I might sound loud though, so I'm apologizing for the noise. In the case I make noise.
Now generator.
Now, I have a very loud voice. I'm end up shouting.
Shout to Nigeria reach to mad though.
I am angry, so I'm coming here with anger.
I beg, pour am, no, you're free.
We have tasted Jonathan, and when he was on seat, things were still a bit very fair. We're still able to at least save money. We're at least able to plan our days according to whatever we have in our accounts. We can plan our petrol that we're even buying. Say, okay, I buy this petrol, can use it for a period of days. We're able to plan. We had plans when he was on seat. Even when the children girls were kidnapped at that time, his wife came out and he spoke out. His wife came out and he himself, he also spoke. Now, fast forward to this, your Baba Tinubu. I don't see him as a president, not my president. I don't see him as a president. I just see him as a businessman. He's a businessman. I forward to him. As he enters seat, everything just changed. If you ask Google now, what has Tinubu done for the country? Google will tell you he removed fuel subsidy, he removed this thing, he put tax, he did this one, he did this one. The things that are on ground in Lagos State, the roads, the bridges down ground, it was done by the governors he has put there, and that is because those governors felt the need to do it. If it was up to him, he would never let them to do it. Because they're only after their pockets. They're only after their own well-being. They're only out there for their own need. That's when the man said, Emilo come, meaning it is my turn. When he made that statement, he should have run to Nigeria's brain that this guy is coming to eat his own money. The money was not able to invest with that time. He's there to invest with. That money we no get that, and now he won't come carry on. But we know we not sick. Now the rice and the 2K with the share. Now we they put our eyes on. We have tested him. We have seen that this man is not going anywhere. We are in the same bus stop every year. We are in the same bus stop. Every month we are in the same bus. We are not moving ahead. We are not moving forward. We are stagnant. In fact, since I've even getting worse, I bought tomato day first day. 2,000 naira tomatoes. 10 pieces of tomatoes. 2,000 naira. 10 pieces. It cannot feed a family. As I'm talking to you, it has even finished.
Hmm.
People they chop with style now. We cannot even eat as we wish. We they use style they fast because we don't wish to fast, but we are fasting because the food is never enough to eat. Before you think of it, you have to think of other expenses on ground. Pampers is how much now? How much is baby food now? They said the government hospital is free. If you go to government hospital right now, if you don't have leg in government hospital, you cannot get good treatment. You have to ask someone in the hospital to make sure you are treated properly, or you have money. Even with your money, said you got to still get person for inside the hospital. When my son was pregnant, my son said, I have 1 month stay. If I'm going, I will call and say they come. That's how bad Nigerians. And people are telling me that Tinubu is working. Where is the work that he's doing? Those who are voting for him, what is your name? If you ask them now, what has he done? They are busy spitting out rubbish. They didn't even have things to even say. They are busy, even a God speaks better than them. They are not even voicing out in proper words. They say, you did this up, I did this up. They talk jargons, they talk jargons. Now I don't know what they talk, I know they talk. I don't even understand where a mature human beings go sit down with everything everybody's going through. You still say you want to still vote for the same person. No, Baba must come back and finish his term. Which term is he finishing? And this time around, if we not rig the election, we go rig our own too. War for war. If you not free go down with peace, we go use war make it come down. Either way, it has to come down because we cannot continue like this. We are suffering, and everybody cannot completely speak the country. And everyone has passports. To even do passport now, you have to even do passport now. It's almost 100,000 plus. 100,000 plus. It's not even still guaranteed. You will still get it complete. And that's how bad it is. Is that how we're going to keep living? And some mothers, useless mothers, go see their vote, say, someone must enter. The lady that does my hair in my street here, the day I noticed that she voted, that's who her candidate is. I told her, madam, you cannot see me in your shop anymore. You will not touch your hand, you will not touch my head anymore. If you start doing those things to their supporters, they will start having sense. It's because we are still patronizing them. That's why they feel they still have the power. Imagine kids were being adopted. Your president was saying that they exchange animal with baby. Imagine such thing coming out of the president's mouth. When it was Jonathan's regime, your so-called I don't know, whatever his fucking name is, came out and protest against the man. There was not doing anything like this security. What matter of security that's happening now, that is happening now, that you thought that was happening then? These are way too long, Buster. These are 100 times worse. None of the pastors are coming out. Majority of the pastors now are outside the country with their family. They are no longer in Nigeria. One just located to Kenya, which day. The other one is living in the US with his family. They are leaving their members in the country here to suffer, and they are using TikTok, and they are using YouTube to be pretty for you. Keep praying for Nigeria. Nigeria will be better. What rubbish is that? Can't I just stay in my house and pray to my God? And I know God will definitely answer me. I'm not going to church when I know that the person I'm praying to doesn't even have my best interest at heart. Why would I be going to a church and the man is so common of God is sitting on the pulpit? He's not even speaking what he's supposed to say. Any church that's not preaching about what's happening right now in Nigeria should not even be opened at all. I can't remember the last time I even went to church. Because what am I going to go to church for when they don't even wish us well? Everybody's in for their okay. They said the man even wanted to even come out and protest. Then the president's wife said they should be cancelled, and it was cancelled. It was cancelled. So why are we still going to the church? What is the need of going to the church? Why are we still dropping our offering and tithes to these pastors? Why are we doing it? What is the need of dropping our money for the churches that cannot even help us? They are big schools. These schools, their members cannot go to the schools. The schools are so fucking expensive that their members cannot go to the schools. What are you now preaching about? What is the government are you guys? What is godly about what you are preaching? Outside country, there are schools for people that cannot afford school fees. There are schools that if you don't have money, you come to this country, you'll be refurbished about it. But where is that in Nigeria? Such man of God should have a school that my members should go there. School fees free, feeding free, everything should be okay with them. Where is that in Nigeria? All you guys come out and just talk and say, the man was my neighbor. But I saw shoot the person. Go punish that person, Papa. It is crazy. I'm going to 31. I can't even say have this to my name. Because every little money you are making, you are spending it on feeding. House rent, like you cannot even leave a house that you wish to live because it's so fucking expensive. Now go walk. All your salary go use for house rent. Where is the time to enjoy? Person go open shop down. Because person go open shop, they go come, you pay money for banner. You come, you pay money for shop. You come, you pay money for land. What are we now you opening shop for? Can we not? Now I heard your friends that if you are online and they feel that you have the online business, they will tell you have to still pay for your space. For inside my house, everybody just being greedy.
APC. Thank you, my sister.
Let me keep talking. I'm not stop.
Honestly speaking, I just had to. I won't just. Sorry, how I relieve myself from this stress is I just laugh, right? So I not laugh because I find what you're saying funny or anything, but it's like a stress reliever for me because when there's nothing you've said here that is not the reality of Nigerians, and actually you're even better off than many people in the country. That's the unfortunate truth where we have found ourselves, and I really resonate with what you're saying, with the spirit, with the anger. That is the kind of energy we need going into the next elections. That's the kind of energy we need when we're talking to Nigerians offline. I try to tell people that the saving power for Nigerians is, what is your ecosystem like? I have an ecosystem that I have built that everybody around me knows. You cannot be pro this government. You cannot be pro Tinubu around me. You just give way. Stay far. Don't even come close. I can't do business with you. I cannot associate with you. I have fallen off with my chairman, my bosses, people that I worked with for years. Because of this, we are not operating on the same level, because for me, I see that you're after my life. Not that I will not have a conversation with you, but you know where I hold you and you know how I see you. We have a country to save. So my sister, I resonate with how you sound, how you feel. All I can tell you is that please let it fire, let this anger in you, let it continue to boil up until that election day. But most importantly, create an ecosystem for yourself of like minds. Get people out to go and register for their PVCs around you. In your polling unit, you have to, that you're not going to vote on election day alone. We have to be prepared on time. Make sure that you're going to vote. You don't get like 5 people, friends, who think like you, who are ready for that day like you, because the next elections is actually war in Nigeria. Thank you. Let's run real quick. The Waziri, my brother, my favorite couples.
Yeah, Sirdam, can you hear me?
I can hear you, my brother. Good evening. Okay. Let me give you 5.
Please, I like what you said about this belief. But let me first appreciate you for coming back. And I'm seeing all the great work you are doing. Thank you so much, Emir Sirdam. I just want to appreciate you. I see the work you're doing on Facebook. Even though I cannot see physically, I'm seeing it like, you see, there are some things that you don't see, even though I'm a visually impaired person. Thank you for your lending your voice to all social media platforms. And it starts with that. Let me quickly say, like you always say on Twitter, Emir Sirdam, please be saying it here too. All of you that are in Nigeria, as you are listening to this space, put it on your speakers. If you did KK, put it on. This is how the message will be spreading. Let people that are supporting this government, let them be hearing the truth. Let them be getting ready. Go and buy one small speaker and be putting it. Let it be loud. Let it be seen. That is how you start orientation.
Facts.
Start messaging it. All of us, look at this. This is a Sarah Ibrahim in the making. This is how it starts. Imagine more ladies like this on election day. When they say, you don't say this talk. I go to okay.
I swear.
That is the anger. Now back to the issue. I want to just, you see, APC people, when they are defending this government, I wonder how they do it, and I wonder Is it that you don't know how stupid you sound when you try to defend APC? Is it that you are not seeing the reality on ground? What's your reason for defending the indefendable? That is even physically visible for someone who is even blind. Is it not glaring to everybody what is going on? Okay, let me use your principal. Let me use his slogan. He told our principal, Peter Obi, in 2023, when he was doing his campaign, share that statistic good job. Okay, now let me use that against him now. Is it statistics that Nigerians will eat? You come in, they ask you a simple question. You are mangling, you are beating around the bush. We are talking about what is affecting the average Nigerian. That person in the bush, how it's affecting those children in the bush. They will come with a give student loan. You collect student loan. Where is the job to pay back? Are you people making sense? Where is your humanity? Later, if we talk like this, they will say we are emotional. That is why I like Peter Obi. Because I see that that's a man that has politicized. See, he has politicized emotions in a very good way. That is a man that is looking at how people are suffering. And he's literally saying the things that he's going to do. We are seeing it. How many things have this your Bulaba come and say that he's going to do? Election is coming now. Can this man that you are saying, can he come and do debate? Nigerians, there you have it too. This man will not come and do debate too. Really, can this man you have seen that they ask, how will you fix insecurity? But what do you have to say about security? Baba, they couldn't carry us go where we don't know. See, you can't even say, this is what we are doing. It's not even coherent. It means that it's not even the one that is leading us. It's just a bunch of greedy criminals, wicked human beings who are all about themselves. And here we have a man who we can test. They will say he's a greedy person, but this is a man who will save resources for Anambra State. The one that your current president that say subsidy is gone, he's still borrowing on top of it. What is the benefit? Okay, even if it's not greedy, where is the subsidy? What is he using it for? And it's still borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. I wonder how the average Nigerian is even surviving. You hear people collecting 100,000 salary, and you have four in a family, and you don't need 8 people, no conscience. You just come here and talk trash. There's one Yoruba actor that will say, is it that you don't even have blood in your body again? What is your reason for defending impunity and inhumanity? How do you guys think, for God's sake? Do we wake up? Do we sleep the same way and wake up and think the same way? As I wrap up, let me permit you to talk like VDM, Emir Sirdam. See, Nigerians, if you collect that rice and that 5,000 naira, can you use 5,000 naira to pay yourself from kidnappers? Can that bag of rice defend you from kidnappers, Nigerians? Loud it. All these our mothers are collecting 5,000. Look at all this. Look at what's going on in your states now. Can all this bye that they are buying over now? If something happens to you, will you use it to defend yourself? So Nigerians, please, I am begging you, go and get your voters. Loud it. When you go and join spaces like this, that people that make sense, not a busy people, loud it. Start spreading the word. Enough is enough. That see, like Emir Sirdam have said, if you don't get it right this time, Baba will not say, see, you will be shocked that it won't come another third time. It will, wait, let me put it in way, it will treat your fuck up. It's all in our hands, Nigerians. It's either you take the bull by the horn and face it head on, or you continue to complain and the suffering will increase. Yoruba will say, thank you so much, Emir Sirdam.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. This is one of the most inspiring human beings I've ever encountered on social media. I can't wait to see you in real life, my brother. Thank you so much, Waziri. Thank you. I can't even share your story. Everybody must have heard your story, but you are one Nigerian I look up to and say, this is a Nigerian. Yeah, and when you left the country, I was like, let me monitor this guy and see whether all that his ginger was just for Nigeria. And you left, and the passion did not stop. So you're a real one, my brother. Thank you so much. Keep it, keep it. Guys, thank you so much, all of you that joined us for the first time. This is the Emir Sirdam show. Many of you might have come across me through my videos. I actually host live shows every night, 10 p.m. Nigerian time, from Mondays through Wednesdays, and on Thursdays, we host the biggest political space on X, the violence space, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. You can always join us every time. So we'll be back here tomorrow, 10 p.m. In case you don't get a chance to speak today, please be here on time, 10 p.m. tomorrow. You have a chance to speak. I always tell people that Nigeria matter not the finish. But while we are still here, we have a whole lot of people requesting for the line. I'll bring people as fast as possible. Please do well to check the time when I put you up on timer. And also, please, if you're here watching us, I want us to hit 100K likes before we end this live. So TikTokers, just don't watch. Contribute with your likes. Very, very, very important. Let's power tap the live. Let me bring in my brother.
This Waziri guy. Anyway, I just saw. I talked about him just now, so I can't go through his profile. Apparently, we get to say.
And are they Canada together now?
We did the same. My style they carry you sometimes to church. Yeah. I don't tell my wife. I said, I saw with the guy when you start to carry sometimes to church. I said, it's nice to meet you, my brother. Thank you.
Wow, small world, dude.
Before I just want to make a request. Please, APC, you are welcome. We want to hear you tell us what has your government done to the common man. Now, statistic we go shop. Come and share statistics here. Tell us what it has done to the average person. You are welcome. Let's hear these people.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Someone is asking me from YouTube. I'm taking comments as much as possible. Vivian V said, what time? UK time tomorrow. UK time tomorrow. I think UK time is Nigerian time, right? I think we're operating the same time. So that's 10 p.m. West African time. So you can do the math for yourself. If you're operating the same time in Nigeria, in UK, so it's same time. So 10 p.m. Nigerian time. We're back here tomorrow, 10 p.m. Very important. Let me circle to you, okay? My man, Mr. P. Wow. Mr. P, you don't jump out. You don't need the brighter side. You're on the brighter side, my brother. Welcome to the live. It's good to have you back here. Please, if you could do it in 5 minutes, please. Let's. I'd always give you extra time, but say I want to make sure that I end today's live early as the first day. Make I not create bad habits.
Dr. Sirdam, good evening. I don't know when my time will be. When is going to be my time?
Who is that?
Santiago.
No, I'm calling according to people that came up here, so definitely to reach you, sir. Thank you. No vex, sir. Master P, have the live, please, sir. 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
All right. You not get the time you give me where you will reach there.
I swear, just help me.
I get a lot of things to talk about. Let me just try and say some things. One of the first things we make me send request was that Tinubu supporter where you ask, say, which bridge Tinubu built for 8 years. Thank God say say the guy not built bridge. But there was a kind of history where the guy want bring, say the tactics when APC people they use so that they don't look very stupid. They now begin to bring deflections. But let's go down memory lane. When white men enter Nigeria, the first place where they say white men they won't visit for Nigeria. Not Benin, not even Calabar, where the guy they claim. Sometimes when people want like they're smart, but they're not really smart. They just learn one or two things to deceive people because they don't really get waiting to talk. So they see what is smart. They waste our time for Aso Rock. They do sense because today is wasting people's time. 4 years rich person to go from SSC holder to a bachelor degree holder in any 4-year course. And then this guy bring corruption as a 4-year course. Corruption, insecurity, irresponsibility, senseless borrowing, and nonsense to Nigeria. Feeding people garbage. Then you expect say people will get sense, not go losing a dirty, now you give us job.
It is horrible. It is very, very horrible. Now, when people go, they enter Calabar, the federal government put seaport in Calabar since Oyibo enter Calabar. When they declared Lagos a British colony in 1861, where was Calabar? 1861, Lagos was declared a British colony. Victoria Island, is that a Yoruba name? Why is it that the earliest rich people in Lagos go check their name? Now English names. That they there. Because the Englishmen hold that place. You see those skyscrapers, those development where you see, when you go first bring development first, they position them for Lagos before they can do railway to different other places where they can go mount. You don't understand? So now, by the time Britain was leaving Nigeria in 1960, Lagos was the headquarters of Nigeria. All development to Lagos. Now, this guy removed this thing from Lagos. Babangida now remove capital from Lagos, carry go Abuja. Then when he reach Abuja, that place that they call Abuja, so now Suleja, he changed the name with government power. Say, okay, Suleja, now you come be Abuja now. Abuja, now you come be Suleja. Since they moved capital to Abuja, that was what brought development to Abuja. So you can understand the development in Lagos, that it was the federal capital that was the major development in Lagos. Babangida now built mainland bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So people are so uneducated and so unwilling to learn. And then they are deceiving people, deceiving Gen Z, where we say they don't even know their left from their right when it comes to history. And then there are a lot of people who are so tribal to the point that their ears are so deaf that they can't even hear anything reasonable. I think as those Yoruba people they kidnap for Oyo now, I think they will not come now, they go come for inside bush for them now. See people they go kidnap for Kwara State for inside church. Inside the same Kwara, you see somebody who is dumb enough to be saying Yoruba no come. I appreciate Yoruba people who are standing for the truth. But there are many Yoruba people who are standing for the truth. They look at it and say, this is not a Yoruba thing. This man is useless to us. Since Tinubu became president, can you tell me the good thing he has done for Southwest? He has done for Southwest now. Then now he didn't do anything for other people. That they can point to that, oh, since Tinubu entered power, this is what he has done to us. Do they have light? Do they have cheaper petrol? Do they have a better economy in the West? These are questions people must answer. There's no debate about Tinubu's government in Lagos. Because when you list the governors of Lagos, Tinubu is the poorest performing governor since 1999. Since 1999, what Tinubu did was to put an industry of corruption, put the pipe on Lagos treasury. And he has been fixing people in Lagos since. Tinubu ran Lagos for 8 years. The only thing people here now say, well, Obasa just stop allocation. That's the only spectacular thing about Tinubu. But when Tinubu left, go and see Fashola. Everybody began to talk about Fashola. You know why? The man began to execute things. Tinubu had only blueprints that he didn't even know how to go about. To show that this man does not know how to go about the blueprints. See Nigeria now. So we are not even arguing his past. We are saying, look at his present disastrous record. It shows you how senseless the past was. They just hype the guy. Some group of people just come out, just go hype somebody we don't get level. And it's so bad that people can still look at this guy and still be dumb enough to call him a strategist. That is people they read when they go pass exam. You now they go they find exam question. One go copy the answer for textbook.
Master P, please in a minute, please.
That's smartness. Is that what is smart about you trying to go and make friends with the examiner so that you can steal the exam question, then go and answer it before the exam, copying from textbook, and come and submit it and call yourself a scholar? That is scholar Ahmed Tinubu. A third person is the one that goes to use expo to pass. That is Tinubu. He is so dull that minus money sharing, there is no other strategy he has. How was he declared president? Didn't everybody know that he gave Mahmoud Yakubu money? Didn't he even say it in his acceptance speech? That I know the one you are expecting to win is not here now. Because he even shocked himself, say Mahmoud Firi down. He was shocked. There was no celebration even in Lagos. You see, West now just talk one sense. I'm an Asian man. So if you think that somebody speaking the truth now means it better than Igbo, some people are so foolish.
No, that's how many of them reason. Just wrap up in that in 30 seconds, please.
The foolishness they smell. I'm from those states, okay?
They see that anybody that speaks about anti-Tinubu is Igbo man. They are very dumb. Tinubu supporters, they don't get one sense.
Igbo man. So somebody will do the talk, don't mean that Igbo. See,
very, very foolish set of people.
Some of these tribal jingoists, some of these tribal juggernauts are not aware that they are foolish. That's the moment. Somebody said, I freed a lot of slaves. I would have freed more if they knew they were slaves.
Let's end it there, please. Thank you, Master P. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because many of them never don't know what is happening. I dropped this quote in one of I saw somebody's post on Instagram. I can't even remember, but I dropped this quote where he was talking about what was happening in Southwest currently. Insecurity in Southwest now, 3 years ago was not happening. It's happening now, and many of them are feigning silence, acting like they're not seeing it, they're not hearing it, and it's occupying Kwara State over 40. You know what it means? That over 40 kings in a state don't jump from their throne, then run, say we no do again. Kings over 40 in Kwara don't run, come out, say they no do again. Over 40 communities people are no longer staying there. They don't clear in Kwara State. It has entered Oyo. It is in Ogun State. It is in Ondo. It's even in Lagos. It's just that it has not yet happened in Lagos yet. It will happen. But for some people, they think that they are doing, by standing with Tinubu, is a tribal supremacy. And I dropped this comment and I said I was like, the axe. So the forest was shrinking, and the wood kept voting the axe because he convinced them that because of his handle that he's one of them. That's exactly what is happening right now. I asked myself, I'm like, even if I'm doing bigotry for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what is this? What is the attachment? How can I trace as Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a Yoruba man? Who is his father? Who is his mother? Where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu from? Who are his? Can you trace this man's ancestry? Who are his childhood friends? You have no answers to this question. This man comes out and he's speaking Yoruba, and you think he's actually fighting for Yoruba. Then he knows that Nigerians are so stupid that if he comes in and he makes a man from this state, gives him a position, an exalted position, automatically those people from that state will forget that they're passing through hardship. They'll say, but he appointed our state man. That's why he has the highest number of ministers in the country, over 50-something ministers. That as I'm speaking right now, if I call his supporter now and I say, name 10 of Tinubu's ministers, you cannot name 10 of them. But they're over 50-something. Why? Because you understand that many Nigerians are stupid. That if all you can point to is that Tinubu made our state man a minister that you don't even know his portfolio, what he's doing in the past 3 years, there is nothing for him to show. But Tinubu made him a minister, so we're going to support him. That is how Tinubu thinks Nigeria. But that's why Tinubu doesn't even resonate with the young, with the poor. He doesn't resonate with the people, with the grassroots. For him, he believes that he gets people, get men, and those men, their job is to make sure those people work for them. That's why you see people like the Omai can come out and threaten the whole Southeast and tell them that if you don't vote for Tinubu, nothing's going to happen in the Southeast the next time. That is the kind of messaging Tinubu pushes out. It is important people understand his MO, his mode of operation. Create great strong men in places and give them power. Come and be in power. Steal, loot, plunder. Don't do anything for your people. But make sure during the election, remind the people that your brother is with us. So that is how we get to power. That's Tinubu M1. It's a crazy one. So that's why for many of the supporters, if you're speaking against the government, you're an unavoidable or something.
I want just to say one thing.
Please do. Let me run up to Jaja now. Please go on.
Now,
somebody said that what are the governors, state governors doing with their security allocation? You see, let me quickly trick this. Because
Masapi, that explanation go long. I want.
No, you don't go long.
All right.
Explanation. First of all, we need to understand that in Nigeria, there's what is called concurrent and exclusive list. Things when they under exclusive list is on the president's desk. No human being, born of a woman in Nigeria, can touch it. Security is under exclusive list. So it is a lame argument for people to just come out and be saying, what are governors doing with their money? It is not money issue. The security is under exclusive list. Therefore, the federal government controls army, soldier, police, and all the apparatus. So a state governor being a chief security officer is just for mouth. The state governor does not have his own police, and if they have a vigilante, he does not have the right to give them AK-47. These bandits are operating with AK-47, rocket launcher, and the rest. You cannot use a Togobare to go and face them. So it is a lame argument for people because they don't want to see the rubbish that Tinubu is doing. They are not diverting attention. What are these people doing? Didn't Obasanjo give governors security food?
All right.
Was there this kind of nonsense going on under Obasanjo?
All right, thank you.
So they should stop that lame argument.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me run to Jaja. Jaja, can you hear me, please? Jaja, can you hear me? You have 5 minutes. All right, let me run to Santiago Fernandez. Mr. Santiago, you have the live, please. 5 minutes.
Are they sleeping or something?
Santiago, are you there? No, Santiago has unmuted his mic. I think he can speak. We can't hear you. Nobody can hear you. All right, I just have to drop you guys and probably you come back. Big Daddy of the Universe, please, 5 minutes.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Well done job, my brother. My first time on your live, I have been following you. I love your energy. I want to associate with people like you. I want us to replicate the more of you, right? Okay, so I love the submission of Master P, Otumba, and one other guy. It's a pity that there are some idiots that are on this live talking bullshit. You know, I wish I could see them face to face. See, my brother, at the verse, I'm paranoid that the country will be bleeding and some idiot, tribal bigots, religious bigots would steal that don't have any sense, iota of humanity and human feelings in them, will be supporting this failure, demonic, devilish government. It's so pathetic that we have this kind of people that we call that we are both Nigerians. People that are supposed to be ostracized to another country. Now, let me start by saying this. Jonathan is the cause of the problem we are suffering now, and I'm going to substantiate that. See, Nigeria doesn't need you to be a good person as a president. Nigeria needs you to be brave, be bold, ready to take the bold step. I think it's an easy thing to be called the commander-in-chief of the federation of a country, and you allow one incumbent to rig you out of government. Shame on Jonathan. I love him as a person, but shame on him, because if Jonathan has stood his ground, I know what he said, that his ambition doesn't want the blood of anybody. That is a chicken. I don't even know how to quantify it. That is the voice of a coward. Jonathan should have removed Jega from office. He saw the handwriting on the wall. He knew this was coming, but because he was a chicken-minded human being, that was not prepared to be president. He wasn't prepared to be vice president. Luck and providence just run good on him. Do you understand? So I blame him in some quota. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, my brother, it is war for war. During the days of John the Baptist, the people suffered violence and the violent people take it by force. We are going to use violence to take back this country. I love one of my brothers said, see, we would mark the houses of those INEC, both ad hoc staff and INEC officials. Anybody will do anyhow, we go enter there, scatter everything. That is how we can get this country back. If you think you can get this country back by just going to vote, and once you hear, hey, you ran out, a lie. Me, I'm going to go to the polling unit with a weapon. If you attack me, I attack you. That is how we can take this country back. And I have said it. If you are my family member, my associates, my colleague at work, my church member, if I ask you, where is your PVC? You cannot provide it, and I give you a mandate. Now, mandate I will give you like 3 weeks. If you don't provide them, you do not greet me and I'll answer you. That is how I want to take it. I have started my own sensitization. Whenever I go to buy something, I did it today, I did it on Sunday, I did it on Saturday. If I ask where's your PVC, I cannot provide it. I do not have any business with you. I do not, but one thing I'm happy for, I went to the park to collect a way bill. I'm staying at the west, right? And I could see that people are beginning to have a paradigm shift. They are beginning to see that this man they call their own Emilokon is a failure. So, in a nutshell, we all need to do our part and make sure that we do our part very well. It's like a football game now. You must protect your defense pretty well. Whatever they think that they want to do to rig, it's not going to work. You see, I don't know how we're going to do this. 2 things we have to do. Amupito will either sign an undertaking or be taken out of office. It's going to be 2 things. I am working with some people. God is going to give us this enablement. We are going to make sure that we make this thing so difficult for them that they will not be able to rig this election. So, my brother, I am going to keep on joining this your life. And for you people, APC people that are here talking rubbish, the fate of the people in that bush, those children, those teachers, those principals that have been kidnapped, the ones that have been beheaded, will befall you if you continue to support this government, so that you will feel the pain. You know how it feels to leave your family member and stay in the bush for 2 weeks. Rain is falling on you. You are just living in fear. You don't know whether they're going to kill you next. May that befall you people in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Make us support you, Grand Clark. Thank you very much. Thank you. While I do not totally subscribe for outright call for violence, I understand fully well that the next elections cannot be taken with kid gloves. You cannot come out there with any mindset. In fact, you have to prepare. I say we have to prepare for war, because to want to get peace, you must be prepared for war. That should be the mindset. And civic disobedience is actually our right. So it's important Nigerians understand. And I also want to put it in a way that for Nigerians to understand that there's power in numbers. If we as a people can come out in our numbers, the main thing is our numbers. If we come out in our numbers, there's no need for any weapon or any ammunition or anything. No. If everybody mounts their polling unit in their numbers and understand their agenda, there is no how you can come out and bring thugs. And understand fully well that I want you guys to go and watch the videos of all these thugs that come to occupy polling units. You will see that thugs will be like 20. And men, able-bodied men, will be in that polling unit in their hundreds. And they will be shy. That is madness. So we have to reorientate ourselves and understand that on this next election, any thug where they send, come any polling unit, we go back to meet his maker that day. That should be the mindset going to next elections. And if we all can imbibe that mindset, and we come with that same attitude towards elections, the thugs said they go hear them. It happened in Lagos. They analyzed some thugs during the last election in Lagos. Then stone them, burn them. That is the only way Tinubu is back into it. And how many thugs does Tinubu have across the country? That's the question you ask yourself again. How many thugs? How many thugs? So there's a whole lot of work for us to do, but the most important thing that we have to start enlightening our people, orientating our people, Let them understand the work ahead of us. Very, very, very important. Thank you, my brother Big Daddy. Stylish Shifi.
Okay.
You would have waited, my brother, and I would always call you. Please, you have the life in 5 minutes. Go on.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. My first time here. I've been another follower of Emir Sirdam.
Welcome, bro.
Yeah. So I want to start with the diasporans because I'm one of them. Yeah. About the diasporans, we have some very evil and selfish people. Just because of their selfish gain of what they are getting here. Because if you check now, you see that £1 is 1,850 something naira. So because of that, they want it to even get worse, up to 2,000 plus. So they never want Nigeria to be good, and I see it as evil. I've engaged some people. I was talking to a friend, and a woman came who is all this tribal bigot. She was trying to let me know how good Nigeria is. I just asked her a simple question: why are you here? Why are you here? Where are your children? She says, my husband. I say, you are a liar. You are one of the evil people. Look at what happened in Oyo State recently. And because of your selfish gain. Though me too, I'm having some projects that is going on in Nigeria. If you change just £1,000, you have about 200 bags of cement, which can go a long way of almost finishing a foundation and even raising it up to an extent. So that's why most of the wicked diasporans are wanting things to be this way. They just want things to be the way it is. So when you see them talking, they are not talking out of any goodness for Nigeria. They talk out of their wicked, selfish gain for what they get. They just want Nigeria to be bad so that their money will have this value that they always crave for. So that's one. I just want to talk about that part because people keep saying, why are the diasporans a problem? That it's some of them that are very greedy and wicked. I always want to put that wicked and evil to them. So if you see them doing that, just know that's the reason they are doing it. They are not doing it because they like the country. They are doing it for their selfish gain. Be it the people in Europe, North America, Australia, they are all the same. They know what they gain. So out of that, I'll go on to the person ruling the country as at now. The person ruling the country, I will want to talk a little about him. I just want to touch about him. About the ruler, I see him as one of the smartest politicians in the whole of Africa. Evilly, I want to put it as in an evil way. Why did I say that? He rules the country like a cartel. We all know what he forfeited in the United States. I don't want to say things open. We all know what he forfeited in the United States. So he rules the country in that manner. The people around him are like the cabals that work in his cartel. Then his goods comes to us, which is killing us, the people of Nigeria. So that's how he is. He is that evil. He is that evil. He rules the country with an iron rod, like a cartel. He doesn't care about the people. What his goods do to them is not his business. He wants to just torment the people. Nigeria is under severe torment. Nigeria is under severe torment. The country is not going anywhere. With him, the country is not going anywhere. I'm happy that people are beginning to wake up. I'm hearing people talk since this evening. I wanted to sleep, but I said, let me hear the minds of Nigerians. And I've been hearing positive things that I want to hear. Before I came to the UK in 2023, I was supposed to leave by May, but I said, no, I must vote before leaving. My polling unit was 065 in Bagada. I stayed and I made sure that the result was announced. I said, let me see what will happen. When nothing happened, I left around middle of October 2023. And I felt so bad when I left. And I used to tell people then that you will see what will happen to you. Me, I'm leaving. And yes, they are feeling it. They are feeling it. All the people that argue with me, they are feeling it. Some of them would want to call me. But sometimes I will still support them if I have to. If I have to still do it. So
no, my brother, that's as you wrap up, please. Just wrap up.
Nigeria is in shambles. I have something that I will want to suggest, but thank God I have a friend that is close to the NDC people. That's Zekeri Idris. We schooled in the same place. I will pass the message to him. It's a drastic step to take during inside on the election day. I will try to share it with him soon. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. My brother. Thank you for joining us. I just want to say one thing to all you said, and I want to please, if you can do it on my behalf and take correction, please, if you know anybody, I'm a child of God, child. I'm a child of God. I'm not meant to say this, but honestly, I want to say, if you know person who is supporting the will never help them.
Yeah. I'm getting to that. Yes, I'm doing that. I'm getting to that. Yes, it's getting to that because every day I receive calls. Even if I do, but even if it's not much, some people will say at all, you can do 20, 30K, 50K. You can be, but I've stopped for all of them. All of them that supported me. All of them. Some of them are changing now. They'll tell me things about the man fuck up. But if you did it that time, I see why I said.
No, if you did it then, and you've repented, and you're now ready to
I'm not sure that they have repented.
atone for.
I don't want to agree that they have repented. Me personally, I don't want to agree that they have repented.
No,
they if because they wanted something.
If you check their socials now, they have social media now.
Anyway, that's it. That's part of it.
And also, let me ask you one more question. When you voted in 2023, did you stay till the end of the vote in your polling unit?
I said we followed. My own was registered. I saw it in INEC portal.
Okay.
We followed to the last.
Did you follow it to your ward?
From my ward, we followed to what they call collection center. We followed. I said they snapped it. We almost killed the guy there. He snapped it and sent it.
God bless you. So you see that you are an active citizen, and in the midst of that whole following that you follow to collection center, can you give us an estimate of how many people did participated the way you did?
In my unit, I was anyway. Let me just tell you. In my unit, I was the one that organized in Bagada 065. If you know anybody there, if you show them my face, everybody will tell you they know me. I was the one that organized it. Like when the talks came, they will definitely come. They came in numbers. I told everybody, give them space from the line. Let them vote. When they finish voting, I say you have voted. There's nothing. You have no business here again. So stand by the side and let others vote. So we voted peacefully. And when the boy was telling us, no, we told him we are not living here. He wanted. So he did everything. He sent it to the IRF. He did it. He had to own that thing. That he was telling us no network. We said you are not living here. So he did it because we finished on time. So he did everything. And when I even checked online, I saw our polling unit. I went there personally, checked. I even still have the papers. I brought them to London. Yes, I keep looking at them in London every day. That at least I did this before I left. And I'm proud of myself for doing that because I followed to the last and it was uploaded. When I went to, I saw it. So that's it.
God bless you. Thank you very much. That's actually what everybody has to do going to the next election.
Because of this election.
Please, yes, many of us in the diaspora will have to come back. We have to, not just if you have your polling, your PVC, please, everybody start planning your trip. Please, let's start planning our trip. It's very important. We have our country to save. God bless you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. All right, Diva, you have the live, please. You have 5 minutes. If you can mute your mic, stylish, please.
Yeah, good evening.
How Diva they use, how man they use woman this thing? So you go do catfish. So that means you're a fraudster.
Guys, don't worry, I'm here. Good evening, please. He's my brother, so he could as well use mine for the meantime.
Nah lie. Now woman, if he make him go easy on this thing, woman will request, now woman will talk. If man talk through that thing, the whole one will drop you and you go see yourself for Atlantic Ocean.
Now you know what happened. He tried to actually send you a friend request.
I have what is his name? Let me accept you. I have a whole lot of people here requesting for the blind.
Israel.
And there's no Israel here, honestly speaking. I have like close to 12 requests already right now or so.
Is that Mommy Glow?
There's Israel David.
Is this Mommy Glow?
Which name are you using?
King
Israel.
King Emmanuel.
I can't see it. Okay, King Emmanuel, okay, I see you, okay.
No, I'm not Money Glue, please.
Oh, you're sounding like her. Sorry, continue, Saddam.
I think let him talk on his own.
Yes, because you can't carry woman, but you can't carry one kind man voice where you don't swallow like 3 frogs. What come scatter my life? Thank you very much, Mr. King Israel, please.
Hello?
Yeah, go on, please. You have the life. 5 minutes, please.
Thank you so much for this show that you organized. It gives me joy, but honestly, my heart is bleeding for Nigeria. And my point here that I live in diaspora. We in diaspora has a lot of work to do. A lot. Like you said, if you know anybody who is in APC that comes for help, don't render that help. And I think also we need to start preaching for people to get their BBC. Neighbors, whoever you want to help in any way, go get your BBC first. Whoever you want to help. So, my heart is bleeding. The way Tinubu is ruling the country, he's just playing one man game. The worst part of it, that Sheyi will come out and say, oh, my father is doing well. Because those children in the bush doesn't have fathers. Imagine I think Sheyi has like 3 kids thereabouts. His own that he just wants to be the president's son. He doesn't care. He wants to answer the president's son. He enjoys that convoy. Sometimes I question why did even God bring Christianity to Nigeria? I think religion is the problem. They are all in their comfort zone, enjoying tithe and offering. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to speak up. If we will let Tinubu to come back 2027, oh boy, Nasser will sell that country. Nasser will sell that country. So my own advice here is that we in the diaspora has a lot to do. At least if everybody in the diaspora can get like 200 people from their community,
sure,
it will go a long way. It will go a long way. And please, I beg my Yoruba brothers, Hausa brothers, if Nigeria is burning today, it's burning for everybody. For everybody. Both the Igbos, the Yoruba, is burning for everybody. Now they are crying Fulanis in the Uyo. Very soon they will get to Lagos. Very soon they will get to everywhere in Nigeria. Nobody's safe anymore. So it's not about because of Tinubu is my brother. No. We just want a working country. That will be good for everybody. At least if we don't see food to eat, we won't live in peace. Not that you will sleep and be thinking what will happen next. Or who will be the next victim of kidnapping. People will go to work, they don't come back home anymore. Mothers will go to work, they don't come back home anymore. Teachers, imagine teachers. In a country where there's no teachers anymore, I think the country is gone. Yeah, the country is gone. What is the hope for the little kids who are going to school now? Most of them will be scared to go to school. Every day, no good news comes out of Nigeria. It's only sad news. And they will come and tell us, when he was governor of Lagos, what did he do in Lagos State? Can somebody name one project or one thing Tinubu did in Lagos State as a governor? He only went there, created a cabal there. Up to today, Tinubu still receive allocation from Lagos State government. And so Yoruba people will be there, telling him on your mandate. That mandate, then he will swallow most of them. It's painful though. I don't care. There's a Osubanjo is there. It's not about Yoruba. Tinubu is not the only Yoruba man that can rule Nigeria. Osinbajo is there. A lot of good guys are there also. If they don't want Atiku, they don't want to be, they should give us a good candidate from that side. We will vote for him. So far, the country is working. So,
thank you, my brother.
APC need to go entirely. Both their governors, their senators, all of them need to go.
Thank you. You know,
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me even just add to what you just said right now. There's somebody that's on that have presented himself from the Southwest, Sheyi Makinde. I will 100% every single day of the week stand up and vote Sheyi Makinde with my mind in my chest. Tinubu is a disaster. There's no track record anywhere, anywhere to show that Tinubu deserves to be in leadership. So thank you very much for that. Thank you. Let me run to lens of the truth. You have been disturbing me. I don't know. Please, you have the mic in 5 minutes, please.
All right. Emir Sirdam, thank you very much. And I greet everyone on this platform. I'm not a TikTok person, but I just came on TikTok and while scrolling, I saw you for the first time. I saw you and I was like, hey, now here a good day today. So actually, why I was disturbing you was that I came up with something. I thought of something which I think we need to do, because one thing, if you look at the election of Nigeria, if you look at how it has been going, you know, at a particular moment, the people will be boiling. We will never vote this government again. We will never vote this government again. Fast check, just follow the trend and you will see that few months to the election, things will start normalizing. This banditry that are everywhere, you will see that their activities will start subsiding. There will be constant electricity to an extent. And because of this, you see people forgetting the real thing. This has been one of the strategies that most of these politicians have been using. So, in Sudan, I would suggest, since someone like Mazi Tunde not usually post your videos and all of that, and others who do videos on political matters, if they can do videos to sensitize people to be aware of this, that few months to the election, these people will start doing things that will make you want to forget what we are passing through now. I believe you understand what I'm saying.
I get you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I get you. Go on.
Few months to the election, this is what they do. Let us sensitize our people on this. It's very, very, very important. Another thing is this. They fixed the election January, knowing that by January, most people must have traveled. It means that the place you register your PVC for the voting will be different from where you are located at that point in time. With that tactics, that means they are defranchising so many people. Let us be aware of this and sensitize people on this same issue that please, so when you are traveling, make sure you come back early. And if you look at it that coming back will be difficult, please don't travel. Prepare for the election. That is another thing I would like your platform and other platform like Mama P, Randy Peters, Mazi Tunde North, Idris, let everybody broadcast it. Let's sensitize ourselves on this. Then another thing is this. This one will shake the nation. This particular suggestion. Why do I say so? Please let us start taking protests to churches. Sunday services, let's protest, interrupt Sunday services. If we do that, you will see that pastors will start talking about the national issues. These are my humble suggestions. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. I was just noting them down. Thank you so much. Abba, so you want to say something?
Yeah. If you are done.
Okay. I just want to add to what Lens of Truth. Thank you so much. I just want you to be rest assured that we are in that season of PVC drive. Definitely, these conversations you're having right now are conversations that I believe that we will still have them as the days come by and the months come by. So people are already planning for Christmas now. When people start planning for Christmas, is probably when the Umba month comes in. So when we get to the Umba month, we will now raise these conversations up. But I have noted it down. It's something that we definitely have to. We already know their plan by fixing elections by January because they want to disenfranchise so many Nigerians. So that's a very good point. But one point you mentioned that I feel that we have to start attacking very soon, as much as possible, is this protest in the churches and mosques. Is very, very important. We have to do that as soon as the last. I made the video I made today. I talked about it actually. I don't know if you watched my video. I talked about it my video today, my morning video today. So if you watch my video, that's probably that's what I said. But it's something I think when we make it mainstream, a mainstream conversation, and just I understand that you actually have a right to talk about it. I say that if your pastor did not talk about the issues in the country over the weekend, or your imam did not talk about it over the weekend, leave that church or that mosque, because those people are actually agents of darkness. These guys are agents of light. That was my video for today. So if you did not watch that video, please, guys, also what you guys can do is that when you see our videos, help us amplify them. My video contents are not created to bring in finance or anything. No, they're content that I believe that every Nigerian should watch. So what you can do is when you see content like ours, you take them and amplify them to your WhatsApp stories, your friends. Let Nigerians, what we are deprived of right now is education. Many Nigerians don't understand their left from their right. Many Nigerians, I think, that even went to school, don't understand that politics is meant to be something that they don't have to encourage you to do politics. If you don't play politics, politics will play you. Everybody in Nigeria has to be a political animal, especially in the times that we're in right now. So it is, and many people cannot make this content. So you consume the content, you get triggered, you get gingered by it. Don't keep it within you. Like my brother Waziri said, when I opened my lives, we did it in 2023. As of 2023, I have my brother, I think he's on this live right now, in Ali Mosho. When we were telling people that Peter will win Ali Mosho, many people thought that we were lying. That is not possible. How will Peter beat Tinubu in Ali Mosho? That is not possible. But I know the work we did in Ali Mosho. When I opened my Violence Space live, this guy, all the football viewing centers, they already had speakers stationing that are plugged onto my live, marketplaces. So when you're watching football, before they start watching football, they're listening to us. During halftime, they turn it up. They're listening to Nigerians speak and pour out their mind. We created a movement that people did not understand. And I think it's what we must do going to the next election. In fact, I have to be times 10. Because Tinubu is not Buhari. Tinubu has unlimited money to spend. We have to understand these things. But thank you so much. Agba, let me bring you into right now. Please come in.
Thank you very much, Sirdam. So, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Go on.
Yeah, so this year I went to Nigeria in February, but not for a good thing. I lost my mother-in-law, and she died in Tinubu, Lagos. So I don't like going into details because my in-laws are not talking about it. So I just felt maybe, if not, I would have been talking about it for you to know how terrible the Nigerian healthcare system is. But let me give you a little rundown. So I got to Nigeria. My 2 weeks in Nigeria, no see light except when I was in Lagos, because my in-laws are Yorubas, right? Except in Lagos, and that was my in-laws' estate. It's a library estate. Every single building around that estate, there was no light. So apparently, you can see that people around that estate have been condemned to poverty for life.
There is no plan to want to lift them out of poverty. Of course, you stay in Banti. That is where you belong. You stay in poverty. That's where you belong. I went to South the following week. I know who's left at all. Now the network I use stay on it because the country was hot. And let me come to the basic things. If you are from South, if you are from South on this platform you are listening, you know when you are traveling to Lagos, you stop for Ore. Ore, those days, you carry 400 naira. You go buy bole. You go buy fish. You go buy big turkey. Maybe you go shop for bus. You know, Mumumi, I enter Ore. I feel say Nigeria the way Nigeria be. Do you know that I spent 10,900 on junks? I'm talking about this same bole and fish. Sapi, you go to travel from they go Lagos. Like enough the before. I bought junks for 13,900. When I mean junks, you know what I mean. So imagine people that are living in that country. And I was complaining, I went there with a foreign currency and I was complaining. That was when we were going to worry after we finished the burial in Southwest. Then when we were not going back to, to cancel our flight back to America, right? We're not going to follow flight from Warri to Lagos because of the frequent cancellation and delay of local flights. Of course, me and my wife will enter the Warri again. We said let us buy rice. But inside those small takeaway plates, 2 plates, when over full, 13,900. Talking about big issue too, we buy 13,000. No, this is it. For you to understand how terrible the country is. Those girls are in the time for Sanofi, when you go buy like between 30 naira to 50 naira. Mumumi, go there, say, I go see her for that amount. They call price 500. For grandmother time for. See, I'm telling you basic things, Sirdam. I'm not talking of I'm not going Mr. Beast. I don't know whether Mr. Beast has a big name now. I'm not going Sizzlers. I'm talking of those places Beast the ghost. You know, say, if you stop for they get level. They get level. Like if you enter God is good, they feel stop for the high level one. And I'm talking of the basic place where those who don't get money, they go buy things. That is how bad the country is. That is how bad the country is. And you have people like me that are in diaspora, they will sit in their comfort of their house and be supporting this criminal government. Let me say it here. My mother-in-law, she died as a result of the poor healthcare system. And she only lasted that long because we had the money to be able to buy those tiny things like glove, cotton, oxygen. My mother-in-law was on oxygen for months. So you can see that she lasted that long because we had the money. So what will now happen to those that don't even have money in that country? And you in Nigeria in diaspora, when it be say if your leg just gets you call ambulance, you don't land, you are enjoying these things and you are supporting this criminal government. What is the color of your problem? You see, when many of us, some people think that we just want to talk. Let me just tell you, is it life for Nigeria? I have witnessed every single part of life in Nigeria, apart from poverty. I don't witness poverty. Is it running a business? What it takes to keep a business afloat, I know what it takes. I know what we went through. Even without the connection we had, so what of those that do not have connection, then their business will fall up. That is how terrible the country is. That is how terrible the country is. Okay, let me give Tinubu small kudos. They will tell you, we're not talking anything good about Tinubu. Okay, when I went there, I was even doing videos, right? People contacted me to tell me that so no do video for them go track your movement too. So I stopped even posting as I was driving because I wanted to see what Tinubu was doing. And yes, he was doing some concrete road. Sirdam, I challenge you, Sirdam. Tell me one road where Tinubu want to finish from start to end. Tell me one.
You know they never finished road anyway.
One bastard.
You know they finished.
For example, one person video. Somebody was talking about how terrible the roads are. Somebody now mentioned Shagam. The person can comment for that. So now lie. I was in Shagam. Shagam this in there.
Shagam.
It is working. My brother, we were stuck in Shagam for 2 hours. And I even made the video. If you go and check my video, I was inside the road up. And I'm see 2 hours we were stuck in that road. And somebody will come, one APC era to come and tell you that they've done one road. I don't know if for this type of the way person become the argue say the Benin Sapler Road, that road when the say has just come for
went out Benin from Delta. That road went Jaga. So somebody was arguing. My brother, see now that road see yesterday. We were only able to pass the road because it's dry season. Nothing. All the concrete road, people start. Let me give you an example, because you don't be they tell me, they don't tell me. I witnessed it. Let me give you an example. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let me stop in G. The people will start road from A and stop in C. You go jump D and E. You go continue for F. Mind you, that E and D when I be D and E when you jump to, they don't put red sand for there. Meaning that dust when they finish the point they leave for that area. Bad dust when people go they breathe first of all go first affect people. And you don't even give them good health care. And somebody will come and tell you that the man is working. It cannot be well with you. It can never be well with you. If people have not lost something that is close to you, see people when they kidnap now. It took education, is it the Minister of Education, I be the educational body, 2 weeks. 2 weeks before they to make statement about the teacher when they were alive and the kidnapping of students. 2 weeks. Tinubu has crumbled the Nigerian system. Apparently Tinubu has paid every single look and cranny of the Nigerian system and nobody is even talking. Let me tell Nigerians in Nigeria, go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. Saddam, I tell you, I know they argue with ABC people again.
No, I don't do that now.
Because they give me brain damage. And for some time, I know they go live again because I don't tire. I know they argue again. That's why you see that when I talk, I just say, let me not continue because I go get headache. Go and get your PVC. I play this one, Saddam here. Let me just play this audio.
All right, so I want to end this show now.
Nigerians do not appreciate anyone coming from nowhere. Like I said, we don't know what we. I tweeted a few weeks ago. I said we don't know what we want. We are calling for change. We are all calling for change. We want a change. We want a change. We are the same people who will mock any new face coming out.
With all modesty, Nigeria has been presented with the best possible candidate there is around. Politicians, leaders like Peter Obi come probably once in a generation. No national controversy, no international controversy.
This man raised the bar of leadership in Nigeria. He raised the bar of leadership in Nigeria. Since he left office, can you believe that this man does not take anything, not even like a penny from the Anambra state government?
We are the same people who will mock any new face coming out to say, announce that I want to contest for presidency. You yourself see it now. Anyone comes out to say, I want to announce, and they say, the person is not Atiku, he's not Buhari, he's not Tinubu. This person is a fool. You see this yourself. So what do we want as Nigerians? At the same time as we abuse the politicians, we curse them, they are the same people we still expect to run for presidency. We don't want to see new faces on the scene. Once we see new faces, we begin to mock them. We only expect one of them, one of those corrupt blocks or political blocks we abuse so much. We still expect them to produce candidates that we take seriously.
Peter Obi is one of the finest Nigerians who is intellectually mobile and administrative.
Let me know, but do you know why I'm playing this is? Every single person that has spoke about Peter Obi, all of them, they've turned against him. Have you now asked yourself why? Sit down and Saddam, think about the public space. All the people when we say if you say they're influential, why are they all fighting against Peter Obi? You see that in Nigerian public space, both celebrities, all of them, they are all thieves. They are profiting from the system. See, Nigerians, make gonna take this thing into your hands. Did you see that latest interview of one guy, one real estate criminal that said, let Nigeria burn down starting with
I beg. Thank you very much, my brother. I beg, send me. I need that collage you just play right now. I beg. I need that. I beg, send that to me. I beg. I need it. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. You wrapped it very, very well. Faustina, are you there? Faustina. You have been unmuting your mic. Oh, don't reach your turn now. You don't feel unmute your mic again. All right, guys. I think this. I see all of you requesting the mic. Honestly speaking, we have to go. Leo, I brought you up, and let me just give you back. I'll allow you speak for like 2 minutes, Leo, please. I brought you up and you went down. I have to shut down the live now. I've been here for like close to 3 hours now, and I have to really shut down. So we can have energy to come back tomorrow. Leo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Saddam. Thank you so much.
My brother, I beg, if you run out for me 3 minutes, I go to bless you.
No, Allah, no, for you. Okay, thank you so much for bringing me up. Saddam, honestly, I appreciate you and I appreciate your efforts. And you know, what's really pick my attention for your show now. The energy where people take the drive, right? Everybody has a complaint finish. The people will prefer solution, which is what I really like about this. The fact that the mindset is we all know what we want, and we want to make sure that we get this thing done by all means. I love the energy. Like I didn't think say our youth don't feel, because you know this way that I ask myself, okay, Nigerian youths, we are strong. We'll go outside. We'll go make wave. We'll go US to get the best doctor. But how come we're not able to fix our problem? The thing if you bite the, I know they feel complaining. I don't tire. You know one funny thing. If I did work, because I'm in Canada and my job, my advisory job, or you go back, when they come sit down with me, when I tell them Nigeria story, they go open mouth. They say this country where these things they happen still did this earth. It's looking to them like it's impossible. And if you watch what we take in that country, it is excess. Like it's unspeakable. Till this day, we get people like Tinubu, they rule us. Who we offend. Anyways, mine is just to add, and I love that energy where everybody knows it. This time around, we're getting it right, and we all come out to defend our votes and do everything possible to make us right. But my major step, because I know the house, right? I want to make sure that I'm putting in my best. Like I'm doing my best to see that country well, because as they affect Moscow, it affects Zimbabwe, it affects everywhere. We think say maybe we can. I heard someone saying the other time that we had this money. If we change it, it's buying something. You can't even. I know if you solve my own problems, because people will never chop. They dependent on me. Money I will take to do another thing. I use indicator for other people. So it affect everybody, and it's so painful. But this is what I want. Or this is one angle where somebody brush, and it's about people living in diaspora, right? We wield a lot of power for us with the diaspora. A lot of people they listen to us. Are we using that to our advantage? Are we using that to our advantage? I tell my people, see, I have when somebody does say if you be APC beg you, if APC beg you will make you know you are. See, that's the way you talk. 100% I agree with you. I know they give. You go come if I go talk to you slowly. You go see that play with the laugh. But when I don't hear say your mentality, the reason go towards that place. All right, if they talk the go, but you can't get any of my benefits. So what I'm trying to say is that because for the sake of time, for us living in diaspora, what are you doing? How are you using the power that you have? Our power is not physical, but we feel control a lot, right? Other than using your financial ability, so we have those finance to some extent, right? So we have that finance. We also get that on the country where they work. How are you using these things to better the life? How are you using to impact on the people there? I tell my people why they sponsor through schools and everything, or people why they send money for the school. I make sure, in fact, I stopped sending to people who don't get voters card. The ones who don't get, I paused their money, and they all went to get those voters cards. There were like 10 of them, and I'm still working. So what I'm trying is, just because I know we already ate up your time and you've done a lot for today, how the people in diaspora, how are you really using your power? We can do much more better with the powers we have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. I think on that note, we can wrap up the show today. It's been a wonderful show with everyone that joined us today. Thank you, guys. This is the Emir Sirdam show. We do this every day of the week, from Monday through Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Nigerian time till normally till 12, but today's the first day back, so we had to extend this long, and many people came in late, so I had to like talk for a very long time. But hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow. I see a whole lot of people requesting for the mic. You guys are the request line is killing me. I want to hear everybody speak, but I cannot hear everybody speak for tonight. I beg. And we'll be back tomorrow. Just come on time. 10 p.m. tomorrow. Just be here 10 p.m. Bah. You guys go be safe. I go push them to 9 p.m. I'll have to check my schedule. If it's possible, I'll bring it to 9 p.m. so we can have an extended period. But if not, we're still doing 10 p.m. tomorrow. I'll see you guys. Let's just keep doing what we have to do. If you're in diaspora, because most of the people here are diasporans that join this conversation, please, your circle of influence back home is very important. People that depend on you for finance, for support, or whatever. Don't give money to people that do not have their PVCs. Let it be your brother, your sister, your mother, your friend, your father, anybody. Everybody should be out and about, working towards salvaging this country. They say a drop of water cannot feed an ocean, but when millions of drops of water makes up the ocean, that's how we can save our country. If I'm doing my part, you're doing your part, the next man is doing his part, the next lady is doing her part, and we can keep doing it consecutively, consistently. Honestly speaking, we will save and fix our country. When we started in 2022, many people were laughing at us. Were those people that they were calling 4 people sitting in a room? It's not possible. How can an unknown candidate? He does not have structure. He does not have this. He does not have that. But the willpower of Nigerians showed that it is possible. And the mistake we made in 2022 was not to escort our vote to the very end. We have learned from our mistakes. 2027, nobody is going to court. I'm not doing anything like court with you. Everything starts and ends on election day or election period, because definitely with these criminals, they're going to try and make sure they can extend it. They're going to try to test our willpower. They're going to try to test our patience. They're going to try to test our endurance. Can these people endure? Can they pretend to be counting the votes for 3 days, for 4 days? Are we going to be willing to stay outside in the streets for 2, 3 days, 4 days? They're going to test all these things. Are we ready? For me, I call it the 4 days for 4 years. If we can sacrifice 4 days of our lives, we can fix the next 4 years of our country. But if we choose to cower, these people will steal these elections. So I'm not even going to disturb myself with whether INEC is, they have the back room, they have the back server, they have the this one, they have the that one. Whatever they want to have, they can have it. What they don't have is me and you. And we are the power that can choose the next leaders in our country. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'll be back.
One final thing I want to say in 1 minute.
All right, please.
Tinubu and his people, they are aware that they have already lost. This is the reason. Obi won the last election hands down and Tinubu knows. That's why they are worried about. Kwankwaso knows that Obi won that election hands down. That's why Kwankwaso now said, Obi, I will team up with you. Let's do it. This is the baddest combination. As in a SmackDown, Tinubu is gone. That's just the truth. That's why you see all their people now, they are banking on rigging, but you don't see the rigging no go work for not. Northerners have rejected him and they are loud about it. About this election, it go loud.
No, it go loud. It go loud.
The guy is an OTP according to Sirdam.
Yes.
He's an OTP. He's the one-time president. We must ensure that. My problem is not even the North, it's the South. That's why the South are the ones asking, how do we protect our vote? The Northerners already, their votes already secured. It's the Southerners that we have to. We like Jaye. It's our job to make sure that we orientate ourselves. My brother, thank you so much. Thank you.
One thing that will make us happy is not just for Tinubu to come out for office, for him to pay for the heist.
No, let's that one will be addressed later. Let's do what's most important first. Let's take him out first so we can fix our country. But thank you, brothers. Please let's come back again tomorrow, 10 p.m. Thank you to all of you that contributed today with the gifts, with your likes. Over 119,000 likes. God bless every one of you. My people on Facebook, thank you for joining us. It's the first episode of the Emir Sirdam Show streaming live on Facebook. Thank you so much. My ex-people, thank you so much. YouTubers, God bless you all. I see all your comments. Thank you for the encouragement. Let's keep talking about our country. That's how we fix the country one day at a time. Until I see you guys next time, as I always say on this platform, is for God and for country. Have a great night and good night.